This campaign includes content for mature audiences, with themes of alcoholism, violence, and graphic content, and references to kidnapping and abuse. Viewer discretion is advised when watching. Please enjoy the video.
Where's the milk? What happened to Tab's milk?
Some good shit.
No one milked him.
Welcome back to Dirty Zeros, everyone.
The toss, we're back. We're
Or
back again.
if this is your first time,
It
you
should
know
be.
what? Stick around. I think
Yeah.
you might find
Honestly,
something
weird place
pretty
to
damn cool. Shh. I'm so sorry, but also nice. Anyway, welcome back to Land Beneath Dark Sky. We're joined by the whole gang today. Yes, we are joined by Freddy.
Hey!
Rohan,
Hey!
who's getting a special birthday inspiration. during
Happy
this.
birthday!
Everyone roast him for getting older.
By the time this comes out, you don't need to wish him a happy birthday. It's a long walk.
Exactly, so just make fun of him. Jerry. Jerry. Stella.
Hello.
You're Eli again? That's Eli.
I tried to be.
You tried to be. Chelsea. And Dom.
That's me, if you didn't know.
Dom, give us 5 words.
Waiting for this moment.
Give us 5 words.
5 words.
That's unfair.
Cutting this.
Gumption. Moxie. Voluptuous. Possibly
That's it.
epic. I got
See,
5.
I kind of had a feeling he'd been planning for 3 words, so I wanted to throw you there.
Yeah, you
Possibly
got
epic.
it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly epic. That's for
You to
to
decide.
decide.
If you think I'm epic,
Oh.
skibbity that like button. I'm gonna. Goodbye.
Oh.
It's been a pleasure. It's been an
I don't know
absolute.
about possibly epic, but you might be possibly delusional.
Damn.
But no, if you think he's really not, give the like button.
Just hit the like
Love.
button if you think I'm
Yeah,
epic.
like,
and-
comment, subscribe if you think he's not epic.
Yeah.
And like, comment, subscribe if you think I am.
Okay, well you can't do that.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
trick
he's
him, I
right.
was
We'll
tricking
see.
him.
We'll release the results next week.
This is a great start. Well, last session was mostly traveling. You had a bit of traveling around between Petermere to Halla. You went through the region of Arcanica successfully. Gunther tried to open the box, the puzzle box, a few times, kept failing. Then you got to Halla and you met a fun little robot thing standing next to a tower, which requested you all to give your information. Yes, Strati, we're not here.
Well, Strata was here.
Estrada was here, and he guided you all through the process because
I was
he knew what the process was. See, being a person from this region, which is really unfortunate that you had to not.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you're
it's
here
tough.
now, and
And
we're
I'm
getting
ready
to the
to-
thick of it. Anyway, after you all gave information to this robot, you realized it gave an announcement afterwards, and it told you no one is allowed to leave Halla from starting yesterday because the king Caxel has just begun his preparation. Cargill has finally begun his preparations to wage his war. Then you will continue on for a bit longer. It took about a whole day of day of traveling to get from Payman to where you get to now. But on the second half of the travel, Gunther He opened the puzzle box
Did what?
with a
Yeah.
with a nat 20 portent from Will.
Team up.
You finally opened the puzzle box, and what did you find inside?
Nothing.
The best prize ever. A sentient dagger named Susan.
Yo.
Really? Thank God you opened it. That's what we lost hundreds of hit points for.
I'm thrilled.
You haven't met Susan, though.
You haven't met Susan. You don't really know.
Susan's good.
Small cut. Technical difficulties. All good. Susan! Susan the Dagger. Very cool, has a fun personality. Wants to kill things.
You're next.
Starting with you, it's yeah.
Susan has
She's
got-
alive!
Actually, I think she is.
How's your idea?
I'm just killing him with my mind.
Susan wants to kill things. Anyway, after you met Susan the Dagger, you went onwards at the direction of Serata, who knows his way around here. You got a dark arc, which is leading you into Corthan, the capital city. But before you get there, there is a little halfway town that leads you into Corthan called Halex.
Hey, let's. Sorry, no, I'm actually ashamed.
And as you got to Halex, you began to hear the sonorous sounds of a harmonica. But it was very sad, and when you met the person playing it, it was a man named Rohan. And you found out he was very upset. Serata asked him why he was upset, because they're chummy.
Oh.
And found out that Rohan's son had been taken by the king to serve in his army. Against his will, but it was also kind of he was saying he was very proud, but he was clearly very upset by this. Rohan then continued to talk on a bit about what had been going on. Gunther managed to spot with a passive perception of 24 that there was a large crowd of people in the town crowding around the entrance to an alleyway. With amazing perception, he was able to actually, because he can read lips, he could see what they were saying, and they were talking about some woman, and they were choosing something, he couldn't tell what. Rohan then went on to explain that it might be that the rumors are true, that Katerina Brambar was in town searching for girls to join her. That's all you really learned about that. But Rohan then brought up with you, Serata, and this is right before we ended the session, that wearing your Ashen Hawks jacket right now might not be a good idea, because all the Ashen Hawks have recently gone missing, presumed either dead or enslaved, and that basically the Ashen Hawks are now no more. That is where we left the session last time. So, I'm going to go into the persona of Rohan for a bit, and we're going to basically go through the last steps of that conversation. Now we have Serata here. Walk up.
No, keep this in. Keep this in.
That's not no. I'm sorry, that's staying in. That's
I'm going to increase the volume on
Really crispy.
You don't. You don't cut. You just slowly zoom.
yeah.
Well, I'm back. Well, you saw that. Anyway.
Susan's at it again.
Anyway, Susan's at it. Anyway. Serata. Rohan turns to you. And he kind of looks at you very seriously at this point. About your gang there. I noticed you're still wearing the jacket.
We lost a few of them out on our last expedition. Are the rest still around?
About that. it might not be the best idea to wear that jacket right now. You've been gone for a few weeks in my memory, but in that time, the other Ashen Hawks seem to have gone missing. We think that, with the king finally getting to the final stages of his war preparations, that he might have cracked down on your disruption in the city, and he's rounded them up. We don't know what's happened to him.
Is the clubhouse still standing?
I haven't gone there myself. I live out here, but from what I've heard, the Ashen Hawks have all gone missing or are presumed dead or enslaved. But basically, the Ashen Hawks are no more.
That's not true, mate. I'm right here.
Right. Yeah. No, silly me, but still, I think for your safety. The guards aren't exactly walking around the streets these days because they're all inside the.
Roger, when have you ever known me for being safe?
Right. I'm sorry, that was silly of me. Okay. He just looks around the rest of you, kind of pondering how you'll feel about being put in danger by Strata and not taking it with them.
I ain't taking it off. Anyone got a cloak that I can chuck on the back of it?
Just wear it.
Look, I'm just going to wear it either way, but if y'all are concerned, I'm happy to throw a cloak over the top.
I don't know what they'll do to you if they find you, but
What size are you, Roger?
he's a scrawny dude.
Yeah, won't work.
We could.
You stay warm another day,
Could-
mate.
Okay.
Geronima, and all good if no, because this is like kind of a concentration, but could I just like continuously cast minor illusion on him so the jacket just looks like a normal jacket?
Well, how long does it last?
It's a minute, but it's a cantrip.
Or can I just find out whether if I ask my guardians whether it'll put us in real danger with him showing his thing or
Interesting. How does that function?
not?
It's the
Well,
first time using this.
I get to cast clairvoyance or augury.
Wow.
Describe the spells.
I don't know, my devices are being used for recording, so I cannot.
Okay, well I spelled clairvoyance wrong.
What would you need?
Clairvoyance or augury.
You can create an invisible sensor.
You do clairvoyance, I'll do augury.
Thanks, guys.
I do also have disguise kit proficiency and a disguise
Okay,
kit.
so in this case, no, because that clairvoyance is more about searching for people.
But
Augury.
augury.
By
Augury.
casting
Augury does it.
gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divine tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you would plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possible omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results, nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the
Right,
outcome,
okay.
such as the casting.
I see. So yeah, you can cast augury, and I'll tell you which of the will, woe, or anything. You could cast minor illusion continuously if you wanted, but you can if you want.
How does it look as you turn to your guardians? Do we see that?
You will. It's the same guardians that turn up when I begin combat.
Oh,
What do you guys look like again? I assume.
They're my mother and
Yeah.
father. It
So
is-
do
it
you
is
do you choose to cast augury?
augury.
Little
Okay.
Mummy, Daddy.
As you as you cast this
Rook and Raven.
as you cast this spell, your parents appear around you and they like converge to stand in front of you.
I'm brief with it too. I'm like, hey gang. Will him not covering his logo cause us any issue?
As they stand in front of you, it's like they hold out their hands to like join together, and these like spectral form of them begins to twist into a shape. That of a like it looks like a swirling vortex that keeps going in and in and in on itself, and with your knowledge of this spell, you gauge that is low.
Yeah, it might be a bit serious if we don't cover it, so...
Would it be smart to turn it inside out?
Well, it's and it like shows you it's embroidered, so you can see it on the other side as well. I've got a thing of common clothes. Would that have a cloak in it?
You can just take mine. It's probably not as large as you, but you can wear it as like a cape.
I like capes.
You probably can't put the hood over your horns,
No, but I just kind of do a shoulder rest
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Nice, you've got that concealed to a degree. Yeah, okay. We'll see how that factors in later. You could still cast your spell if you wanted, but it's not necessarily necessary now.
Say that 10 times fast.
Not!
Yeah.
So now you've got that concealed up. Roger's gonna speak again. Alright, well now that you're all covered up, would you like me to just... I mean, I can take you through the town to get through the city if you wanted.
If it's okay with the group, I wouldn't mind checking out the clubhouse real quick, see what the state is there.
Well, the clubhouse is in the city,
Long,
so
yeah.
we'll just take you through the town.
Along the way.
So if you're all just gonna follow him, as you walk through the town, and as I described last session, it's a rather ramshackle town made of corrugated iron and very like weak timber beams. Some of them are falling apart. Some of them have fallen apart and just rubble on the side, but some people still like live in the small wreckage. Like they like propped up the iron and was like a tent.
Can I ask, where do we calibrate the dark arc to? Is it like current
It's still calibrated into the city.
Yeah.
into the
So once we get there, then we
cool.
can
Yes.
new location.
Nice,
dark.
nice.
And as you keep walking through, Gunther, you do see this crowd of people that you were looking at before, and you can see, you can see more clearly what they were looking at, and their muttering is certainly a lot more clear now. If you want to like gauge what they were going on about, or
Sure.
look at what they're looking
Why
at.
not?
Okay.
Do I recognise these people?
It's a big crowd of people, just common civilians. You would like know a few in passing, but like if you wanted to do a
Just to remind me,
Yeah.
what's like the common person's opinion of the Ashen Hawks, just so I can...
common
Play with
person, it's generally
Because we like...
I'd say like, it's not indifferent. It's like you help out,
We do.
but you're also known as like a criminal
gang.
element.
Yeah.
But you're not threatening, so they're like,
you do right by us.
you
we'll
know,
do
they're
right by you.
alright. They're not gonna. If they feel like you being present is a threat to them, they might do something about it. But unless you do something wrong, it'll be fine.
Easy.
But as you walk past this large crowd, and the crowd is getting closer and closer, it's louder and louder. You probably can all hear, but Gunther, because you can hear the flap of a butterfly from a kilometre away. you could hear the crowd muttering, and a bunch of people going like, "Oh, is she gonna choose that one? She seems pretty. No, she seems upset. It's poor girls. I mean, just nothing's going on for them. Yeah, I know, right? It's like all these. Every time she comes here, it's nothing happens. And you can also, as a matter of fact, you hear a faint sound of female voice, like with like you hear like grunts of disapproval or like no, horrible, terrible. You can have a gauge for yeah.
Shraddha, what do you know about the princess of this kingdom taking girls?
Oh, fucking, what's her name?
I don't know.
Lady Pussycat, yeah.
Katerina, that's the one. What does Strata know?
Alright. Do you want to look for information or you want me
I just realised I don't have my dice. Hey, Fred.
Oh.
You can lend us.
You mean like the
He's
thing
like,
that's
mine are
used
just over
in
there.
D&D?
Yeah, well, it's in my bag over there, or wherever my bag's gone.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
It
throw
would
this
be,
off.
it would be just.
It's okay, I'll just lend us that. Okay.
History, am I rolling?
I didn't say it. I said, do you want to look for information or do you want me to tell you?
What would... Oh, yeah, actually, hold on. Let me look for my information, because I think I do have that information, actually.
Yeah, I sent you a like paragraph and a half or so.
That you did.
Just tell him, he doesn't need to read
No,
them.
no, I know this. Yeah, I
Enjoy,
do.
Rowan.
Enjoy this.
I forgot my name was very tall gnome on the messenger.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta go through a lot of images of cards. Yeah, so,
Silly.
I know that, just tell me, I can't find it, there's so much information.
Holy crap, Tim.
You. It's not that much. Messenger makes it look like a lot.
No, it is a lot. If you have to do this 3 times.
It's not 3. It's like 1. Okay. What Strata knows about Katerina. You know that she is highly intelligent. She is Caxel's sister.
And the right-hand gal to the throne.
Basically. She's also kind of like the mind behind the throne. She is
The brains of
generally
the
like
operation.
it's like the thing where it's like Caxel acts big and mighty, but Katerina is the brains behind the operation.
Joffrey and Cersei.
Yeah, kind of. Except not quite.
That.
No spoilers, we're still working on it.
Yeah. Hey.
Wait, don't say that on camera. On the internet's just...
Yes, we're watching Game of Thrones in 2025 for the first time.
You also know that you also know there are rumors. Mostly you suspect because people are just afraid of spilling the intimate details or the secret lives of the royals. But there are rumors that Katerina will go around the towns and search for girls, and she will take them back to the palace with her for whatever reason. But she, the people, the girls of this the kingdom, generally want to be chosen because it is a much better life than living in the squalor of all this. So it's known that like when people think she's coming around, people will get like dressed up and everything. They'll try to be as
And try and...
as presentable as possible. Because Katerina is trying. Whenever she comes around, she's always trying to give him. She tries to make it seem like she's giving him a better life, but she's very picky. But again, it's not. No one. You've never seen it. No one has really seen this, so this could be a first for you.
Yeah, right. Look, I know that some girls are taken, usually not against their will, but not in all cases. Usually it's something they want. Better of two evils, I suppose. Living out in the wastes or getting picked to get taken care of by royals. But also, girls aren't the only ones who are taken.
Not the only ones.
No, when the blokes here, when they turn 18, they're put through an examination. All of us have. I've had it done. And basically, if you're seen as fit and able, they have a purpose for you. Right.
The army.
And if you are not fit and able?
End up on the streets.
So what about, well, I guess we're counted as citizens now. Since we're not allowed to leave, does that mean 1, 2, 3, 4 have to be put up to this test now?
Well, here's the thing. You're far from 18, no offence.
He's in good shape.
Yeah, this is true. You
You're
two.
welcome, King Boomy Babs.
I'm in my late hundreds. Like 100s.
Right.
I've sobered up recently.
I think I'm. They would want me.
I'm sure they'd want you, mate, but the thing is, we're not given that opportunity. We're going to avoid that.
It
if
sounds like you
possible.
don't want to be chosen.
I don't know, sounds
Preferably
like their
not,
security is
no.
quite tight, considering we can't even.
Their security may be tight, but the Ashen Hawks have managed to avoid this security somewhat for the last few years.
Yes,
So
but did the Ashen Hawks just kind of give them all of their personal details at the border? Because we did.
Yes, you did.
yeah, you guys did do that. Well, look, most Ashen Hawks were raised in this kingdom, so they were evaluated. Some of them were picked. Some of them. It's a.
Of course.
You'll
Also-
know, you'll know that, yes, the Ashen Hawks do give up their information. They're citizens, so yes. But they're usually left alone because the king just doesn't care what they do to the citizens or whatever. Yes, some do get taken and chosen or what not. So yeah, there's that.
Look, I only bring up the topic of the girls because there is a group of people talking about girls who are being maybe taken or maybe not. I hear some people say, oh, these poor girls, which I assume is them not getting picked. But I thought I'd bring that up as a point of interest.
The crowd is like 30 feet away from you.
It's that one over there.
You can hear the mutterings now.
Would I be able to safely assume that the girls are taken to the castle?
Yeah, well, that's the rumor.
Yeah, the rumour has it that the girls are taken to the castle, kept there, and a lot of them aren't really seen too much.
But everyone wants
We'll
to
never
get
know.
picked.
Pardon?
Everyone wants to get picked.
The majority, yeah.
Right.
Have you seen one of the girls that have been picked before?
A few of the girls in the Ashen Hawks were ones that didn't get picked and decided to devote their lives to our cause. But they knew people who were picked. Me personally, I haven't known anyone personally that's been picked. Only friends of friends or acquaintances. No one close.
So, it seems as though when it comes to the royalty here, you've got the one side that are extra picky about the gentlemen that they bring into their service, the other side that is extra picky about the women that they bring into their service, and then everyone else is just left to rot.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, look, yeah, but that's where we kind of come in. We look out for the community where the capital doesn't. We make sure that those who are struggling aren't suffering as much as they could be. but we also, we have requirements of the citizens as well, to make sure that, it's an equivalent trade.
What type of requirements?
Well, look, if you're willing and able, a few people have signed themselves up after not being picked for either the army or to go to the capital. They join us. They also sometimes pay for our protection. They pay for our services in certain ways. We don't always do it for free. We do if we think it's something our group can really get behind and affects members of our group personally. Then we'll start to think of doing stuff pro bono, but most of the time it is a bit of a look, we have to be able to pay to have the resources to protect these people. If we're doing everything for free, we're not going to be able to protect them for long.
It's not charity, but it is protection. I understand.
You all can very clearly hear the group. The crowd is getting a lot more rowdy. You can choose to investigate what's going on, or you can move past. There's up to.
Get that to
Look,
Can we leave the city?
We shouldn't talk too much out in the open. If we make it to the clubhouse, if it's still there.
How far is it?
Mr. DM?
I will split from the group.
You wanna go look at it?
Just very cursory. I'll glance in a subtle enough way to get.
Alright.
Gerard is also
Okay, cool. To answer your question, well, Strata, once you leave Halex, it's about an hour or two from Halex to Cortland. Although, even here you can see the faint silhouette of the city in the distance.
And I've travelled between these two.
You've travelled.
Yeah. Would I know if there's anything to just be wary of or on the lookout for on our travel to the city? If there were known bandits, if there were anything that I may have come across in my...
Mostly just guards patrolling around. But you'll notice as you've been here, you've noticed a lot less guards than usual, but that's not the point. You know you have, like I said, a couple of hours to get to Cortland, but once you're there, the clubhouse is in a pretty secluded part of the city. It's a few hours beyond getting into Cortland, so you have it's a decent travel. You two, okay. How? So what are you doing? Are you going up to into the crowd, or are you just gonna?
Still giving it 5 or 10 feet kind of thing, but
Yeah, close enough where we could be if there's a problem, we can jump in. If there's no problem, it's cool. We can keep walking.
Make perception checks, the two of you.
Oh no, that's my worst. Come
So
on.
you said you're getting within 5 or 10 feet.
Perception is an acorn.
Geronimo, can you make a stealth check with advantage?
Beck's gonna keep a bit of an eye on.
this is my
two.
perception check first, which is 10.
I was
Don't
going
worry.
to say the same thing. But
So-
since you
Woo, woo.
Did you catch that? That's awesome.
That's a natural 20.
Chelsea's first ever?
First natural 20 in your history of playing D&D.
Put it in the
That's
chart.
crazy though. That's crazy.
Okay.
26 perception.
Alright. So with just the two of you going close to the crowd, and Beck's keeping an eye on the two of you.
Speaking of which, as they walk off, Strata pulls Beck and Will close and he goes, keep an eye out for them. But also, on our way to the clubhouse, I know you two are good with your senses and shit, whatever. We might need some guard uniforms. I'll leave that with you.
With a Scots kid.
Alright. So, also as you guys are walking off, Roger will, which is if you're going over there, just don't antagonize anyone, or they're pretty powerful and not known to be.
Who?
Well, the guards for certain, but if Katerina is over there, I mean, I don't know. But you,
Do you think she'll pick me?
Yes, because his blue orbs don't draw any attention.
Oh,
I
Stella.
honestly, I was already thinking about it, and I was gonna be like, I would put it under my.
My eyes also glow.
I'll say to Roshan.
your eyes glow.
Just
as
put
well,
them
that's
both
it.
under your
The
hat.
most conspicuous.
But I
one.
rolled a
Like,
natural
You got a
20
nat
on
20,
stealth.
I know, and like there's a
What
part
do
of
you
it's
mean?
like
You just
that's
said you were
disappointing.
covered in
They're blinking so quickly that you don't see the glow.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. You should know this because you created this race, but I will roll a disadvantage if
No.
you want.
You said you were within like you stayed back like 500 feet from the crowd. Straight roll, but you got that 20 your first roll,
Sass.
so it's okay. You still have it.
I'm being nonchalant about it. So.
Yeah, but he didn't have to roll stealth, did he?
I.
Also, Mr.
I'm trying to
That's not
help.
point. So
You're doing such a.
I'm gonna leave it at a flat roll. You got a
Great
nat
job.
20.
Thank
You
you.
just see everything. Everything's okay unless you draw attention.
Yeah, I'll say to Roshan.
Which is what Rojan said.
Yeah, to put Roshan in that compliment. Out of everyone here, who do you think is the least threatening?
I don't really. I don't know any of you, except for him, and he's pretty violent.
Or would you want to start to go?
He's pretty violent. I mean, not especially not with the jacket. Look, just if Katerina is there, try to play on her good side. She is.
I would like you not to talk to her.
You
if
might.
Not necessarily.
Look, don't antagonize her.
I was not planning on it.
You go over. You succeed with a nat 20. I can give you this advantage. Don't make me do it.
Too late, haha.
We are playing
Can't
with
get
fire.
You. What's your perception check?
26.
26. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna.
I was like, please go over. We go over. But go
No!
ahead,
Do it badly.
You go over, you see. Apart from the they're about 30 feet away from the other side of the crowd. And down the alley, it's an alley, it's a street. And along the street on one side, which seems to be houses, shacks and debris, basically. You see a bunch of young women, right? Like, you could say like early 20s sort of age range.
Are they bulbs? Kidding.
Jeez.
That's what I'm saying.
Throw dice at Chelsea.
They're all standing outside of these houses lying along the street. And nearby them are what you could assume to be like their families. And these girls are dressed up rather nicely. What passes as nice in this place. They are... It's like whatever sort of finery they could get their hands on, or just like make themselves. It's not great, but it's not like the same dirty sort of. It's not rags.
It's like
but
the same vibes as the Reaping from the Hunger Games.
I was about to say like when the Bingleys
You know
come
what?
to town.
I was about to say like a ball in a poor town. It's like
you're getting the vibe. You're getting the tone here. That's great. What they said. Anyway, these girls are all lying up the street. Their families are standing behind them. They also seem to, they're not dressed nicely, but they're like standing up straight as they can. Like they've got issues, like back issues. They're living in squalor. But they seem to be trying to present themselves really nicely to what you see in the middle of the street, which is a couple of soldiers dressed in armor that seems to reflect the giant robotics sentinel you saw at the border. They're not as large. They're normal. They're 6 foot. Their armor is the same sort of like golden bronze sort of thing. It's very bulky and clunky. They have on their, I'm gonna say backs, but apparently you can't draw swords from your backs. So they have.
It's fancy. It's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, cool. No,
certainly
they
try.
have
Buck
these.
this.
They have what look like giant swords. Some of them are holding them. Some of them are like stowed away on their hips. And they are standing like there's two on each side of a woman.
I shoot her. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
The strata.
This woman. Where is her description? Doesn't matter because I remember it.
Thanks, Tad.
Also, quickly, Mr. DM.
Yeah.
We took a long rest, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
we? Can I roll
Oh,
my
you poured
portent?
it. No, you poured it. What you used one for the nat 20, didn't you?
No.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that was like when we
That was
were
on before because we
Alright,
had people
sure.
rest.
Roll your portent, Ron. Why look for the description?
7.
Long rest farming.
7.
Yay!
Nah, reroll. Reroll.
Okay, there we
Too
go.
Yeah,
lucky.
Yeah, would that like
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, so
A
much
19.
You got 2 seconds.
Can't you luck point it?
Can.
Oh.
Can I?
Can you luck
Yeah.
point a portent?
There's a D20 roll.
Well,
No.
Lucky has to. You have to see. No.
I can see myself.
Yeah, but how do you
Do you want
describe
Now that
waste
you're
a lucky
sober,
roll
now that you're
on
sober, you can
portent?
use lucky to.
Do you want to waste a Lucky on one of your portent?
Yes.
It'd be
Okay, you get the 19 then.
That's hilarious.
You keep the 19. You send in a 19.
Just
Yeah.
luck point. Oh, there we go. I'm here.
You're the worst.
Honestly,
person.
Alright,
that's
the
gonna
woman.
save your life. I'm telling
The
you.
woman, she is tall. She's tall. She's like almost the same height as the soldiers, but they appear a lot larger because they have like helmets on.
How tall?
6 foot.
Sure. Yes, and the guards' helmets, they are very weird because they have like the face covering, but it seems to be completely like there's no face, there's no holes in it. It's just a
Like an armor plate almost.
yeah, but it doesn't look like there's any holes they can see through or anything, so it's very strange. But this woman is very tall. She has long flowing hair, which is like it's red, but like artificially. It looks.
She's dyeing her hair. She gone grey.
She's got. It's like a dark red. It looks like an artificial color. Don't. She's wearing a dress that flows down almost to the ground, but like she doesn't want to get. It's like she doesn't want to get the ends of it dirty in the mud. So it's very much an intention. It's a gold and platinum dress with like intricate embroidery made of gold that flows throughout it. She has like it's a dress that like leaves her arms bare. It's also very form fitting, like she's trying to flaunt herself. She has bare arms, and along those arms she has looks like golden like decorations that go all the way down her arms to her hands and like curl around her fingers. And it's weird because it looks like metal, but it fits her skin, like flows like fabric. And on her neck, with 2016 standards, she's wearing a necklace that has a bunch of like what looks like pearls on it, but they're different colors. There is a gold, a silver, a purple, a black, and a white, and it seems to be going in that order, just all the way around. This woman is standing in front of the girls, and she's going from one to the other down this line. It's a fairly long line, strata.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get a mental image. Is it like a long street like this, and on either side of the street there's like lines of women with their families?
They're on one side.
They're all on one side?
Yeah.
And where are we in relation to like the...
So there's a crowd at the end of the street.
Yep.
The rest of you are about 30 feet away from the crowd. These two are 5 feet.
Yep.
And they're on the crowd's here. streets here. You're here. About 30 feet from the crowd. On this side is Katerina and the guards. You're here.
Do I see Katerina?
Not unless you get closer.
You're like 70 feet away with a crowd of people in between you.
Yeah, you have to get closer and make a perception check.
He actively left.
Strata walks
behind
up
the
to you guys and he's gonna make a perception check.
Oh,
and
don't
you
worry,
need
we'll
to
be
make,
back. No, no.
What's going on over there?
make a stealth check with advantage, please.
7.
Stealth with advantage. So, do you want to port in that?
You've
Too
rolled.
late.
You rolled.
Strata ain't stealthy, let's be real.
Did you get 7?
I was about to up you for wasting one of my good rolls, and then you wasted 2 of my real bad ones. So you're good.
Oh, they're my dice.
What was your perception check?
My perception was an 18.
Great. And your stealth?
Stealth was an 8.
Okay.
Because I realised I have disadvantage on stealth.
Oh, so
I
you
used-
just...
I was a flat roll plus 5.
We're doing well, Chelsea. We're doing well.
Well, disadvantage, I said. No, I said advantage.
What the fuck going on over there?
Okay.
Here he comes.
My one
To
nat 20.
continue the
Out the
description,
window.
you see these... Like this woman, Katerina, you see, and you will see this detail.
You should know this too.
She's going from one girl to the other, going down the line. She's like walking up to them, like looking them over. It's like, and then she reaches out her hand. She's like, touches the girls, not inappropriately.
Okay.
But-
Glad you clarified.
What's everyone's in passive insight?
14.
Out of the 3 of you are looking.
19.
Damn, get on my level.
At the time, I think I've got good wisdom. Someone shows me up.
Everyone else investigating, I'm just like practicing swinging my long sword.
All right.
Yeah.
People are like thousands dead.
Yeah.
He's got 19.
Just train with Diego.
Hell yeah.
I'll join. I'm not going
18
to.
passive
but-
I'm doing the whole guts.
All right. So both of you can see, like you're just looking at this, like she's touching girls.
I hate her.
I hate that. No.
Does she know who I am?
I think we're about to
You
find
find
out.
out.
When
You
you
two
get
notice that when she is touching these girls and examining them, she seems to genuinely, like her touch is gentle. It's not harsh. It's not like or whatever.
You know when you know cat shows when you see them like examining the cats too, and they're like, see the coat on this thing.
She is very gentle, and you can see. I'll give this to you, Gunther, because you got the high in the side. You can tell like her eyes are very earnest. She is like seeking. She's like as she's examining these girls, it's like she's becoming disappointed that they're not up to her standards, and then like that makes her sad. And then she moves on to the next one and then continues like she's.
Does she seem desperate?
Make an insight check for that. Yes. She does seem rather desperate. You wouldn't be able to necessarily gauge why, but she does seem to be like kind of when she goes from one girl to the other, she's like fidgeting her hand and she's kind of frantic in a way, and then she gets the next thing, like composure comes back, and it's like her anxiety is increasing with each disappointment.
Here's a bit of a maybe a technical question and maybe
Yeah.
hard to tell. Is there something Gunther can tell that she gets excited over before being disappointed? Like, does she see something in a girl where she's like, that's good, that's good, that's good, that ruins it?
It'd be different things. I know what you're trying to say.
You're trying to figure out her criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this might help because she's not just examining the girls physically. She's also like, because you can lip read.
Yeah.
She's like going from each girl. She's like asking them to like speak, or she's just asking questions about like their experiences or whatever. It doesn't seem you can pinpoint necessarily exactly what she's looking for. It seems like it's like
There's no.
you got a 16 on the side, didn't you?
Mm.
She it's like she doesn't seem to know herself, but there's always something that disrupts it for her. Like for some girls, like straight away no, but then sometimes it's like
Runs away crying.
sometimes it's like she's looking, examining a girl and then she'll ask her to speak and she just won't like the sound of the voice, or she won't like an answer they give.
Just
or,
pretty inconsistent.
yeah, or she'll like be examining and she'll see like scarring all over their arm or something, or they're missing teeth. I don't know. Like it changes and it varies, but it seems like
She's
picky.
Yeah.
she doesn't like imperfections almost.
Yeah, she's very picky.
Okay.
Would
Good to know.
Strada know from the friends of friends who have been taken if there was like a through line consistency between every one of them?
Changes from race.
Different races, different skills, different looks, different. It's really. One time, a halfling girl who was just 18 got taken. Another time, it was a 26-year-old half-orc. It's very consistent.
Yeah. So with all of that, that's very wonderful. She's examining this girl. She's going from one to the other. Another thing you do see with a 24 passive perception. You see, like you're looking at this scene, and all of a sudden, like something catches your eye up in the. You look up and you see flying like circles above this whole scene. It's like it's a bird that you can discern. You can discern to be a raven. It is substantially larger than most ravens, or it could be flying close. It's difficult to tell, but it is flying in circles over.
Does my 24 passive perception tell me if it's closer or not?
It's a big bird.
Big bird.
Perhaps a dire raven.
Diary?
Where Raven?
It's flying over Katerina and this whole scene, and it seems like as she moves, it like
Yeah,
follows
just
her. So it's following along with it.
Does it look like a messenger raven?
Is that a joke?
Have I seen this Raven before?
No.
History check.
Oh, I was almost on 19, but I wasn't.
Lucky I'm stupid.
Perception check, you said?
Yeah.
12.
So you want a messenger sort of thing, right? You also know it's like a messenger.
Yeah, like if I.
It from what you can tell, it seems to be a normal raven, but it's just really big. And it's following her.
Okay.
What was it? 8, 16? Was it?
Just then?
Yeah.
13.
That's what you
Yeah.
History.
-1, so 17. 18 -1, 17.
Okay, that was.
I'm
spell.
casting spells, bro.
That was the most confusing thing. Dom, scooch to your left a bit. There we go. You know, just. Yeah, you're right.
One more.
So
I
17. You say 17?
17.
You've seen. You look up, like, you go. After it points it out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a raven flying.
Huh. I've seen that before.
It's not an ashen hawk, is it? No, I'm sorry.
No.
No, it is a
You
raven.
remember
is
seeing
raven.
it. You remember seeing it just. It was like on just a random day. You were traveling through one of the outlying towns of Hola, trying to get payment from someone who was like seeking protection from your gang, and you looked up just at the sky, and you saw this bird circling around, and you thought it was strange, but nothing wrong with it. You've seen it before.
Can I read the inaction just in case?
Sure.
If the bird comes down towards like the group that either like just You know what group I'm talking about. If it comes down towards the group, I'm
Yeah.
gonna smack it. That's it.
You want to smack it?
If it flies down and tries to like nab someone or something.
Right. And your stealth check was an 8, wasn't it?
I got an 8 in stealth.
Yeah, you did.
I'm a stealthy boy.
Can I do something potentially?
I'm a massive bull man in the man who's like 7 feet tall.
Can I do something potentially stupid?
Oh, potentially.
Can I keep an eye on the bird? Wait for just a little bit, and make a really rapid motion toward Strider.
I thought you were going to say her. And
No,
I was
no, no.
like, holy shit.
So you want to just make... What's the rapid motion?
Just
Slam on the chest.
slam on the chest, grab him on the shoulder. I want to see if this bird's like, like does a little, you know.
Let me check.
Because if I go toward the queen, we're just dead. If I go towards Strider, it might, you know, it might pump fake me. You know?
Pump fake.
Oh, sorry, my bad. That's my bad.
I'm on edge, I'm sorry. It's been a big week.
Protect the queen. You did.
Make...
Section.
So you're trying to go for like... You're trying to test it.
I'm trying to see if it's like at the ready or if it's if
It's
it's
like a performance check.
Oh, I like that. No, that's respect right there.
I respect it, but I also don't.
Guidance yourself.
Oh, he's in plan. Thank you.
This is a plan you prep for.
How'd you?
I'll never roll off. Charisma's like the one thing Good's not very good at.
13.
Maybe it's a good thing, yeah.
10.
Good thing it's a 7.
You do a pump fake punch towards Strata.
I'm like, what the
Very
fuck?
different.
Strata flinches.
Me? What the fuck,
I
Quack?
was testing something.
But from what you can tell, the Raven paid no attention.
But okay.
look
Seems to have seen through your play. Now let's get to that stealth check.
Oh god.
So as you're just watching from 5 feet away from the crowd. You're trying to get a gauge on what's going on. Katerina eventually gets to the end of the line of girls, and she seems to be rather panicked. She's like breathing heavily. It's like she's starting to hyperventilate. And then she turns to her soldiers and she's like, "Why would you bring me to such a pitiful part of town if this is all you can show me? I swear I will tear you all to shreds if this is what we see
Ron's
again."
gonna start making his way through the crowd.
Can I?
You're gonna try.
I won't.
You're gonna try to stop him.
I won't try something be like, well, hold on. But if he goes, he goes.
Are you gonna listen?
I grab the Quack's hand and I pull him with me.
Wait here.
Well,
I keep him behind me actually. I kind of yank on him and then I let go as if stick behind me.
I look at John and just.
Katerina
into the crowd, and then we look, and you just see Geronimo.
Geronimo will also follow.
So you're all advancing forwards. Okay.
But I'm like also like, if he's hiding behind Strata, then I'm hiding behind him.
Do you want to link your mind to the other groups? So you know
Oh, that's a good idea. Beck.
Ah, that works well. I'm looking at that.
You just feel Geronimo suddenly in your mind. And I just am going, sorry for the intrusion.
Good to have you.
Just in case something goes wrong, I shall let you know as soon as it...
Yes, look, I've been keeping my eye on you all. Don't worry.
Okay, great.
Don't die.
Alright,
please.
so
I already have...
you're advancing forwards, pulling Gunther with you. Who's
I do end up letting go after a little bit, just like the initial tug as an indicator of like, come on.
Okay.
Are we doing
And-
something dangerous or?
When aren't we?
And Geronimo, you're following behind Gunther.
Beck's just going to say to the rest of the group, maybe get yourselves ready. Our friends are
Okay.
being our friends.
Are you stepping, like, okay, when... I'll get to that. Okay, no, I'll get to it. I'll get to it now. Are you... So you're following them forward. Are
Basically,
you going out into the open?
I'm getting close to the front because just in case she has a volatile reaction, Strata wants to be there to cut that shit out.
So you want to protect them?
I'm protecting the crowd.
Do you announce that to us?
No.
Great.
So
we'll not prep
you're
anything.
following behind Strata. If they go out into the open, are you two gonna go with him? So you're standing at...
Yeah, staying behind him, but...
So you're going out into the open area in front of it? Yes. Okay, great. Okay.
I was near the front of the group.
Okay. As...
You can't have your cake and eat it too, Dom.
Yeah.
You're either going to the front of the crowd or you're not.
Yeah.
I wanna lie down
I did
under
say
people's
I'm
legs.
going not out in the open, but to the front of
the front of the crowd.
Yeah,
Near
like
the
your
crowd.
front line.
Yeah, front line pretty much.
Not breaking that line.
I'm just gonna prep a short bow attack.
Upon who?
Oh.
The queen.
More so, not so much the queen, but more so upon the guards if they look like they're about to attack one of these
Make
three.
a stealth check.
Yeah, that's fair. Pass without trace, maybe. No, because that would be obvious as fuck. It's vocal somatic.
Make a
You can be like,
stealth check. I'll give you advantage
Huge, thank you.
because you're so far back.
Lovely, and I've got proficiency.
Hey yo.
I'm not feeling that dice. I'm feeling this dice.
You feel those dice?
Good thing it's advantage. I'm sticking by this dice because this is going to be a nat 20.
Nope. What is it?
Close.
We're gonna go a compilation of your shit rolls and how quickly you die.
Have I got any? No. Oh no. It adds up to. Oh no. I should have used, just out of curiosity. Good thing I didn't use the other dice, nat 1. But it adds up to. Okay, 15.
Okay, so you're playing against passive perceptions here, and I have them in front of me.
That's bad.
I'm going to go through an order of operations here, which is, firstly, as you're advancing through the crowd, Katerina continues to speak a bit. After her basically threatening her guards and complaining about being taken to horrible places, she's like, "Oh, my heart bleeds. I must have my beautiful angels with me. We're running out of time. My brother is going to wage us war, and all these girls will be dead."
Sorry, did you say brother?
No, brother.
Yeah.
She's the king's sister.
Yeah, right. I'm
Um,
just putting the pieces.
Oh,
the guards
Queen,
like
queen.
the guards like step forward,
Yeah.
and they're like,
I thought you just meant.
Yeah, so she's a queen, she's not the queen.
she's a princess by. Well, she's not a queen because the queen implies she's.
No, but she's a queen, she's a princess though.
Yeah.
She might just be a. Her guard around her like they step forward and they're like trying to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll do better next time." They're trying to like hush it, and she's like shaking their hands off. Yeah, and then so she shakes their hands off, and the bird overhead lets out like a cry. I don't know what sound birds make. I should do. There we go. That's one of those. She like looks up briefly
Seagull?
and then turns back down and she looks towards the crowd. And as she looks to the crowd, she just goes like, "What? What do you want? Is this entertaining you?" And this is where the order of events is going to start taking place. Okay. So you've made a nat 20 stealth check. You are just walking forward. You did horribly on your stealth check.
Horribly, yeah.
Yeah.
Dice tell a story.
Our stealth checks are dependent on him being in front of us.
Yeah.
So are you
I'm so
staying
distracting
behind
they don't
them?
see you guys.
For now.
Alright.
For now, yeah.
Well, she sees you walking forwards with a terrible. Actually, you know what? Now that she's frontally facing you, I'm gonna make a check. She sees you.
Doesn't remember you, I think.
Where is her stat sheet?
Hello.
Or she goes, you're perfect.
Stop it.
How do I get to that number?
The vegans worse.
Plus. That's how. Okay.
Cow kills them.
Well. So she sees you walking forwards, and the cloak is very cool. It's very small on you, and she can see that you're wearing a leather jacket.
Can she?
Can I just ask real quick, how far away are we from her?
About 30 feet. The
Like Serrata is 30
first
feet.
guard is 30 feet, so I'll do it 40 feet.
Okay.
So 30 feet for me? Because
No,
they're
40
10 feet. Oh, 40 feet.
Yeah.
So
And then
40 feet
we're
for you,
like-
50 feet for the two of you.
I mean, we're directly behind him.
You're direct, so 45.
45.
Okay.
Oh, well, technically, we.
Well, actually.
Okay, technically you can only occupy 5, so 45, 50. There you go. Happy.
Yep.
Now, maths, this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the fun.
So she
do this.
can see your
If I jump on his back like a backpack.
with a 21 in perception, just look at you. She can see you're basically wearing a leather jacket. Oh dear.
What, the urban hag not happy they couldn't find what they wanted?
I cast.
Okay.
I hold spare the dying on
Gifted
Strata.
the on him.
Okay, so while you do that, you've rated an action to shoot at who?
It was. Let me be specific here. I readied an action. Okay, action.
I'm not saying you're gonna fire it. I'm just saying who'd you rate it at?
Excellent. It was essentially the guards if they take a swing at one of these three.
Alright. Cool.
If I can. If I can't, because I didn't show it in the moment, that's fair. But I could also maybe integrate it to wait on Geronima's word, because she's in my mind as well.
That's great. Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't make much difference, cool.
As you see what's going down, firstly, you take out your bow and you're like, something going on over there. The raven in the sky is circling around. It sees you. It begins to fly down towards you.
That's what I was trying to do.
And as it flies down, it starts to kind of crackle with an electrical energy.
Dude, am I about? Oh.
Kamikaze crow?
Do you want to? You have a bit of time before it gets to you. I'll allow you to try to take a shot at it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Or Geronima's got plans.
Help.
Do not draw unnecessary attention to yourself, my friend.
It's just a bit late.
And I'm going to expend some sorcery points to subtle spell.
Alright. What are you spelling?
This is so stupid. This is the stupidest idea
But
I've
it
ever
might
had.
save Beck's life, so.
So subtle spell takes away verbal and.
So it's silent, essentially. I silently cast.
Yeah, it essentially appears that they don't do anything.
I think they still need the somatic if it's there, but what's point the finger and nothing happening going to do?
Well, it's not necessarily her casting it. I'm trying to see if she reveals her presence.
Let me. I'll just for everyone's. I'll give you a quick.
The point of subtle spell is that you
just that. Okay.
You can't counter spell a subtle spell because you can't see a spell being cast.
Yeah.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is
Okay.
that you have to see a spell. So
Yeah. So you cast. What do you cast?
Could I get a charisma save from that raven,
That
please?
raven. Let me get stats up.
Beck's going to start putting. Beck's going to start putting his bow away as this happens.
18.
it's a charismatic.
No, I read that as a plus. It's a minus, so 14.
Oh, it fails.
Good.
Banished.
Geronimo, thank you.
Yeah, it did. It literally just went.
It's banished. Okay, so
You have a solid
Silent
minute.
as well.
You'll have a minute.
That's hilarious.
Not if it's not from this plane, then it's gone. So
Yeah, if it's
clutch.
from a different.
Interplane a crow.
So your 10.
They don't make ravens like these round
While
here.
they're-
Not much.
While there, it's
Raven.
incapacitated. It remains there until the spell ends, so it's concentration up to a minute. At which point the target reappears in the space it left, or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the
Well-
target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before a minute has passed, The target reappears in the space left or its nearest unoccupied space. Otherwise, the target does not return.
Well, after a minute, we'll find out what happens.
Okay.
Stop running, man.
Yep.
So this
disguise kit.
Raven,
Dive bomb.
I didn't think this was going to happen. If I had taken into account that, it's alright, it's alright.
Oh.
Okay, so currently, Beck, you are safe from the Raven, which has seemingly been to nowhere. It disappears.
I'm just gonna.
Does Katerina say anything in retort to my...
Oh, we'll find out, won't we?
Oh, we're doing so great.
She sees you. Ah, we missed one. How did you manage that?
Where are they?
Oh no. The guards begin to like walk towards you. They draw their swords and they're trying. And she goes, no. Don't take him in. He'll want to know what we did to his brothers in arms, won't we? Well, we should tell him. And I want to see him squirm.
Oh.
As he tries to do something about it, but knows he can't. And I want to see the hope fade in his eyes. Katerina will take a step forward towards you.
I'm going to take a step forward out of the crowd.
Oh, I think Tavish was hoping you would.
And this is
Your
where the
friends
combat.
were being very naughty, weren't they?
I'm also going to place a seal on her, which she doesn't know about.
No. Undermining my brother's regime. So we found them, rounded them up, and took them to my court. They were brought before us as pairs of two, so two at a time. And we made them choose which of them would die and which would be taken to slavery to serve my brother and his war machine. So, how they fought. Would you like to know which of them fought the hardest at the bitter end, or would you like to know which ones died like cowards?
I'd love to know if you ever found them. Fake card.
Oh, this is interesting.
Damn.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
They never found them.
Savage!
And so none of that ever took place, and they are still alive.
Alright.
So what now?
Right.
That's crazy.
There is.
This is interesting. I.
Back to the drawer now.
What now, Tab? And that's the campaign.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
5-minute break so Tavish can figure out what the fuck he's gonna do.
It's not even Dom's fault.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
took
not.
it.
We got in.
Okay.
And if he was gonna use that card for
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
I can work with it.
I'm
Alright.
just gonna kill him in front of you.
So.
No, because
Can I flavour how the card activates?
Yeah.
I was like, if you ever found them, and I raise my hand, and as I snap my fingers, an hourglass appears above it and just goes. And I say some shit in void speech.
Okay.
Did you just break an hourglass?
Does this take us like back in time?
I don't know. It just says.
So. It's interesting. It's doing that like you change reality. You're not going back in time.
We just have the
But-
boys with us.
Suddenly, nothing seems to really happen where you are.
It's a dud.
But Katerina seems to like not gloss over. But for a moment it's like she looks at you and is like, ah, we found one.
Been looking for me, have you?
Quite fortuitous, actually. I think you'll find that venturing out here all on your own at this time. We've been lenient to your group in the past, but for now, I think when you return home, you'll find maybe I should leave that a secret for you.
Do we notice this discrepancy in her, or were we under the same like?
I mean, it's everyone.
Okay.
Oh shit! So I'm the only one who knows what I've done.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
So let me get this straight. So everything you told us about your people.
No, so
Separate.
basically,
Like, you
They didn't find them.
Okay.
They're no longer killed or captured or whatever.
except
Okay,
for
yeah.
the ones he was out with, are they?
They're still-
I'd assume they're still.
Okay.
The word
I
was
saved
if
more
only
people using it
you
this
ever found them. You would change reality so that they had never been, the group weren't found and weren't taken in and killed. So that's interesting. Also, the guards around you, like the guards around her, they're like, it's like because their memories being completely altered, reality's being fucked around with. You
Yes.
like the rest of you see, you'll see Roger. He's like adjusting his mind as well.
guess I don't need this anymore, and I chuck the cloak over my shoulder.
Ah, well, if you would show off.
You're like, why is my cloak?
Yeah.
When did
You would be.
this?
You'd be wondering, like it seems fine as on his back, but you can't remember why you gave it to him. So
This is
that's
fucking,
very
but I
cool.
love it.
And so Katerina turns to her guards and she says, I've changed my mind. Perhaps we don't let him go back to see what's going to happen to his friends. Maybe we just begin with this one.
I cast bless on us three.
Great. Let me get her. She.
Enjoy.
Can I use Goring Rush?
Oh no!
Give me a millisecond.
Please, just give me one moment.
You just rewrote the reality of his thing, and then
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
alright, now
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
goring
yeah.
rush.
Just jump him now. He's vulnerable.
So all
Get
that
him.
prep that you had doesn't exist anymore,
Yes.
and I'm gonna kill this bitch.
As
That
she.
card's fucked up.
That's great. You've used it a lot more generously than I would have thought. Generously to me.
Look, I didn't want you to do something that was going to completely unravel the entire narrative.
She
but I saved
takes-
friends.
As she says that, and she looks at the girl, she takes one of the pearls, and she just like off of her.
Which colour?
Oh, it's like a candy necklace. And then there's little-
It seems to be like attached to a thing that's attached to the necklace. It's not part. Anyway, she takes it off, and it's one of the. So it's one of the silver ones, and she holds it up in front of her, and she like crushes it in her fingers, and there's like gaseous stuff flows up through her nose, and it begins to like cause the gold on her arms to shimmer a little bit. As she does that, at the same time, a ring on her middle finger shimmers. She just speaks.
Well,
Was that a
funny
spell?
enough, I have placed a seal on her, so is she still in the vicinity, just invisible?
Yeah.
And I know exactly where she is, so I'm going to do a Goring Rush, and I'm going to, which is pretty much I take the dash action, and so Strata starts to do like the bull foot kick, and he gets down on all fours, and over his head, a flaming bull skull kind of appears like that. And he's just going to charge straight at the invisible Katerina.
What does that require?
Well,
And to answer your question, Chelsea, technically no.
immediately after you use the dash action on your turn and move at least 20 feet, you can make one melee attack with your horns as a bonus action. So I make a horn attack, and because of my new ability, Terrorizing Force Fire, when I hit with a weapon attack, my horns being natural melee weapons, I get to add an extra D8 of fire on top of that as
Nice.
Oh
well.
my goodness.
What a hit!
Get
Is
him.
that Minotaur stuff?
I fused
Or a
Minotaur and Illrigger.
Nicely
Um,
Well done.
So first I make an attack roll
Plus D4.
plus a D4.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay. get your blessings.
Plus 3.
Oh, you
both,
did it?
You both.
Oh, we both rolled
anyways.
3, so 3.
Meant to be.
Meant to be. Ah. She. Oh, you know where she is, so yeah.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Misses.
Well,
Get fucked.
real?
Yeah.
You kidding?
Just cheating.
It's not cheating.
I won't play this game anymore, frankly.
You know what? There's no way her dex
That's
is
the
like
end
plus
of
7. Like,
Oh wait, sorry. I forgot to add the 3, so that's a 24.
Yeah, well, that is.
Sorry, my bad.
At least we know 24 hits.
So, for my horns, that's going to be 7 plus 6 fire damage plus from burning my seal an extra 8 fire damage.
I just want to say, Geronimo, we are now attacking the princess of this kingdom.
So, how much of the
Prepare
fire?
for everything.
How much of the fire?
The fire
I was just
in total
looking through my book
was
of spells, trying to figure out
6
what I
plus
could possibly fucking do.
just chilling at the game.
8, so
We
14
separated
fire.
ourselves.
14 plus.
Where's Vitamin? They got this.
14 plus.
Lock
Those
down.
crazy kids.
Alright, cool. You.
As I start running forward, I say, "Run!" And I turn to the girls and just scream, "Run!" at them, and then
Cool.
hammer time, hammering horns.
Cool. So you plow into her and your horns somehow find this invisible force. I need to look at the specifics of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did she come back to like?
Well, that's a good question, isn't it?
The time I learn. Oh, you also need to make a strength saving throw.
Give me a fucking second.
Her dex is good, so.
Prone that bitch.
No, she's still invisible.
Yeah, it's
Strength saving throw.
a greater.
Would she need to make a concentration check?
Yeah.
Nope.
Really? Okay.
Why not?
Greater
While
visibility.
we're
damage.
out of.
She took damage, but she's not saying she's
Is it not concentration?
Greater visibility.
is.
Well, she,
But she can't do anything.
has a strength save, so
Right.
does a 17 save.
A 17.
Greater invisibility is concentration.
No.
So there's something else.
17
Oh,
is the DC.
Come up
So
with
you
some.
chilling means space.
No, this is
Some
not
broken
me.
shit.
This is just some.
yeah. While we're
No
still out
real
of
comment,
initiative,
yeah.
can I quickly cast Mage Armor?
Sees me starting to kick my leg up like this and goes,
Okay. Well, as you,
Sorry.
I need to check another thing. Fucking hell.
You
How
could just
many-
let him fight and I'll just revive him after.
It's a strat.
The strat means we don't die. Geronimo, do you want to let everyone else know about the predicament we are in?
Oh yeah,
Arthur is not a level-headed individual.
Surata has how do you say, fucking charged her.
Oh.
So, I dare say that at least the three of us are about to have a serious fight. So it's up to you guys if you want to go away.
Okay.
Or maybe help.
Did you tell them the 24 was the one that hit?
Alright, so you've hit her. She's not happy about it. The flames from your horns rise over this invisible force. She just begins to kind of laugh. She's like, well, I didn't expect that at all. Now, I was going to say this before you so rudely interrupted me, but don't you think, before you go around attacking people, you should be more considerate of others who might get in the way?
She's gonna kill the innocent.
And as you've basically plowed into this middle force, you are going to take some attack from the guards.
The guards?
They're still there. I said there were two guards on either side of it. You basically
No, I'm
went-
aware of the guards. I'm just
Yeah, so
making
you
a short
basically
reaction out of this.
you basically went past 2 to get to her. So you're gonna take 2 attacks.
Oh no.
That's oh, it's a
You could say
29.
Miss. Surely.
29.
This motherfucker.
That hits.
You got 30.
Hokey smokes.
And the second one,
This is just meant to be.
a 25.
What's the bet there?
That
Resistance
hits.
to radiant.
This was meant to be just Geronimo and I just having a quick scout
Having a
out.
look,
Mm.
yeah.
Right, stomping on up.
I'm not smart and a very angry man.
This one, hang on.
I'm having a good old fun training session with my cool sword.
In the middle of the street.
How much house?
I just would have like pulled myself off to the side, like in LA.
That is
alley or something.
16 slashing and
just to unchant this.
8 fire from the first attack.
7 slashing, 8 fire.
No,
Oh.
2
I
slashing.
said
3
16
fire.
slashing.
Oh.
16 and 8 from the first attack.
16 and 8.
And 14 and 8 from the second attack. Please make a strength save.
Awesome, and I'm going to need the first guy who attacked me to also make a wisdom save, so equivalent saves.
Okay, we'll make a strength save.
You go plus D4. I'll roll for you.
He fails his wisdom save on that one.
Oh, marvellous. He takes the exact same damage he
Plus-
did to me, so
plus
that's
40.
16 plus 8.
Plus 40 a save.
Plus 4 to my save, plus 4, and it was a wisdom.
That goes
It's
to...
I think so. It's right, the plus 4 saves you, right?
What save was it?
Was it wisdom or charisma?
Strength.
Oh, strength save.
Right,
That
fair enough.
changes
Yeah,
everything.
that's 18, bro. 18, 20 minimum.
Plus 4?
16.
That's what the plus 4.
16,
I rolled a 7.
you've just failed.
A 16, I've just failed.
Oh
Oh wait, with the plus 4, yeah, that's.
Okay, so you're gonna take, as you are struck by these guys, the first one it reels back. He's like, what the? I feel I didn't get what? And the second one hits you, and as it hits you, this fire from his sword kind of flows down to the ground and wraps around you and begins to twirl around you, restraining you. You take 14 fire damage, and you're now restrained.
Hey.
How close to a minute are we?
Oh, the minute's gone. So the Ravens appeared again.
Oh, it's back. Oh, is it on the same beeline?
It comes back and just.
Wait, you didn't move?
I moved.
Okay.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's surprised.
All good. So, in that case, if I'm not holding concentration anymore, as soon as and you're restrained, Geronimo's gonna step forward and cast Calm Emotions, centered on the princess.
Cannot see her. She's invisible.
It's a point that I choose. So I've seen him impact her. I'm gonna center it in the middle of the guards, where I presume that she is.
This is fair.
Because it is an area.
It's not a creature that I target. It's an area.
The question is, would she have moved?
It doesn't matter,
doesn't-
but either way, as long as the guards.
I mean, it'll still
Isn't she
affect.
the
Yeah, the
guards.
assumption.
But
no.
the point, I'm centering the point on where that she was.
Yeah, because she hasn't moved yet.
Alright. Well, no, you know of.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
20 foot radius.
We just see Strahd just.
A point in range that you choose.
We would have seen.
So Strata will also have to make the save,
Yeah.
but
Which probably works in your favour.
I have to make.
you
the
have to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Or I'm calm. With bless.
Chilling.
And I've got a good charisma save. That's a
Within my
23.
And then they,
So the guards are making some charisma saves.
I got a 23, so I'm assuming I'm
The
safe.
guards are that charismatic. How many? So 20 foot. They're all in it. First one fails. Second one is the same number. That one also fails. The guards. The second one. The last one's a 16.
I think that's the only one that saves. Yeah, meets it beats.
Great. Last one is still not happy, and that's one hit you. With the. It's called a flame prison. Anyway,
Didn't hit the queen. Although the princess-
Katerina.
sorry,
Let
princess.
me see. She's inside. Making Christmas save.
45.
That one.
Why'd you say that?
I ported to IRL. I was like,
That's awesome.
Taste of your
own
own
medicine. Yeah, take that, Tab.
I've fucked that up. I forgot she had.
Legendary resistance. Should have used it. Tough.
You can't. You use
Don't tell
the.
him. Don't tell him.
To be fair, if he has legendary resistance, use it after you fail.
Hold
No, yeah, but
on,
don't tell him.
Hold on.
You don't
hold
need to tell him. He should
hold
read that.
on. Hold
I might have
on.
killed the
They'll
whole
drag you
crew.
to get it.
I'm a watcher.
Hold on. What? You're casting
Apologies,
calm
Chris.
motions at second
That's
level.
okay. I don't know any of this is happening.
Yeah, no, we are.
When
Okay.
someone tells
I'm
you they
keeping the gang
tortured, killed,
updated.
and put all
Oh,
your
okay.
homies into
Okay.
slavery, you're gonna be a little
So you didn't
upset.
subtle spell that one.
No, well, I stated that I stepped out. Like I'm basically
She's
doing
not-
the
she's-
magical equivalent of Mom coming out and being like, "Everybody, shut the fuck up."
That's such a horrid.
She's not counter spelling. This is interesting. I forgot she had this. As you cast this spell, it's like you see a flash on the ground, and it's like for a second all the guards and actually you failed.
No, I did well.
You did well.
23.
You were like, but then it's like I'm trying to flame the fact that I realize it's not. The energy seems to up from the ground and sends it on a point, and it all gets like sucked up into this point and goes away.
So it didn't work on anyone, or
They're all free. She's gonna move now.
Would she know?
Are we in initiative? Like, what are we doing?
yeah.
Would she know that she's being attacked by Geronimo?
So you can see Geronimo.
Yeah, Geronimo.
Yeah.
And well,
But
because of
also,
the funny little thing she's
he's-
got, she can also she's unable to be surprised.
Barbarian.
Alert. Alert.
Yeah,
Maybe
none of those.
strength.
Neither
She's
of
got
those.
the same knife I do.
Okay.
Well,
So Dex must be crazy.
See, now is a choice. Are we going to enter initiative?
well,
That's the
okay.
DM's
Here's the
decision.
thing, because Geronimo would have stepped out and used, because I'm pretty sure Calm Emotions has verbal components. Yeah, verbal and somatic. I essentially am just going to be like, let us all just hold on for 1 minute. Everyone. Hence, you
I
being
can't
targeted.
move. I
as-
literally
I know.
cannot. I have to obey you. I
Yeah? Is that what you say?
Yeah.
As you step out and the spell seems to flash and then get sucked up into a point.
He's gonna
You can't see her. You can hear her voice. She says, "Oh, my beautiful angel, you're finally here."
I
How
look
I
down
knew this
the
was gonna
most
happen.
demon-looking motherfucker you've ever seen in your life. And I'm like,
Oh, my eyes have been
change
deprived
forms.
from such beauty and grace for so long.
Just-
And now I see it before me, and I cannot tell you how warm my heart is to rest my eyes upon your grace.
it would warm your angel's heart. You would ask your friend to unhand my very pig-headed friend.
Hello.
Well, you know what? Perhaps I will if you come with me.
Is she visible or still
I'm
invisible?
It's still invisible.
Can I cast dispel magic on his vines?
That's an interesting question.
So I asked it.
It's not a spell.
It's magic.
It is magic.
I would dispel the magic.
That's funny as fuck.
That's literally the equivalent.
Can I get to my roll before you fuck
Yeah, but
me?
I'm saying that's why I'm prepping
Yeah.
up.
I don't have the spell
Yeah.
to spell magic. I'm just
I
gonna
just wanna.
All right. If you come with me, I can let your friends go, and you and I can share in the finer pleasures of life. If you come with me, you shall want for nothing, for you shall have everything, even me.
I cannot see you, so how do I know if I want to?
Okay. Make a persuasion check. I'm gonna say disadvantage.
Oh, but it's
Um,
she's her angel.
Yes, and he's been attacking you.
Yeah.
Like the moment there is someone grabbing Geronimo, grabbing
Can
Stella,
I
I'm
flash
casting
my
spell
puppy
magic,
dog
like-
eyes to see if that gives advantage? I'll be like, "Yeah."
No
My
fucking.
long
If
cow
anything that gives
eyelashes.
you've rolled 3 times, take the last. No.
Oh,
Do you make like?
No.
Wait,
no.
no, this one did me well last time.
Do you make cow?
Okay, I know.
My dice got horrible. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's not too bad.
+1 as well.
Disadvantage.
yeah.
Plus, oh yeah, because you're blessed, of course.
No, my bottom.
Yours disadvantage.
Oh.
8. Ah! Still a 17.
Hey, good job.
With bless.
Yeah, 17.
My
plus.
dice did that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
this isn't guidance, you roll a bless, you roll it.
She. So you wanted to. You were trying to convince her to become.
Yeah.
She. Becomes visible. She is off to the side, a decent distance away from the rabble. Well, here I am.
So she's visible.
She was. You're restrained as well. So what do you say? Would you come with me to the palace? Join me and my girls, and I'll let your friends go once we have cleared of this area.
Let them go from the situation or from the city. That's all.
Situation. I mean, I can't let them go from the city. Even I don't control that. That is my useless brother.
I wouldn't recommend it if I were you.
Beck?
Can I hear this conversation? Is it
No, you're too
even
far
with,
away.
Even with a passive perception.
Could I
or-
be relaying this to him in my head?
Yeah.
Well,
I will
no.
do
You,
so.
you did say you were you away from the
Very
group
fair.
and you were preoccupied with a bird.
Very fair.
But you're
Yeah.
about to be blown
Well,
up by.
well, with Geronimo's relay, Beck will just say in his head, a word from the wise. Don't take it. You will never see the, well, I was going to say the sun, but the closest to the sun again. And that's not what we want, Geronimo. Your story is far from over.
What would your purpose with me be?
Sorry.
What would your purpose for me be? I assume that you are looking for someone to do a job, not just to relax and have fun.
I just want to love you. Simple as that.
How many guards are there around?
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, go ahead. There are currently 4.
And I get advantage because advantage to ascertain the intentions or sincerity of creatures.
Nice.
Fork time.
Take advantage.
Needed it. Bless.
That's a
You're not.
hard.
Bless is not to ability check.
Ha!
No bless.
Sack rolls, right?
Don't need bless. That's a 19
Nice.
plus 4.
She is
23.
so genuine.
Genuine to the point where it's sickening.
That feels like a lie. That feels like a lie the way Tavish said that.
Okay. She is incredibly genuine. She is. Every word she's saying to Geronimo is completely honest truth.
But how does she show love is the thing.
Yeah,
That's
it's sinister love.
That's the ticket.
You guys are just too cynical.
Yes.
We're playing your campaign.
Just ask
You
her,
put yourself in the
what's her
situation.
love- What's her love language?
What's a love language?
I didn't really have a choice.
There is a scenario where you just
Such a Leo.
you didn't have to do
For
this.
his hands up.
You knew it had to
Yes, sir.
If
I know what
Toronto is
that
at any
means.
point moving toward goods, it's just like a. I'm like holding the dispel magic like a. I can't really. I'm just.
You're ready to sneeze it out.
So, what would be my angel?
I hate that. I hate.
It's funny.
Not the pet names already.
In my head to back. I say, my purpose in life and in death has always been to free women from situations that they have no choice over. It would seem I made this decision a long time ago. I turn to Princess. Princess.
Well, pet names continue.
I feel I have not had much of a place with these people anyway. I dare say some would prefer my absence. So if you can guarantee that they can escape from this situation safely, I will happily go with you.
Oi, Prone. Don't you dare break the promise you made me.
Shut up! You swine.
I don't know whether she is.
She's
She's
just
visible now. She's visible.
Oh, she's visible.
Yeah, I'm
she just points at
looking
you
at you.
and she says that and she goes, "You don't need to listen to them. Why should you? They're kind of always trying to decide what's best for us despite them clearly being inferior in the species. Men. They seek the power over life and death. While we are born with it, we create all life. And we can take it far more easily."
That's the first thing you said that I can agree with, but unfortunately, being the lesser of the better doesn't make you much better than us. If that makes any sense. Take that.
Whole crowds.
Look,
It does.
Prone. You're free to do what you want. But you told me you'd help me find the brick. Does your word hold?
Beck, also, having taken a moment after hearing what Geronimo said in his mind, responds, and it'll probably be at around this time. I can think of no nobler action, Geronimo. But have you ever considered that maybe it's okay to be the saved sometimes and not the savior? You've died once, and I can only imagine it was horrible. And for what it is worth, I would hate to see it happen again. If you go, we will be coming after you.
This is still in my head. I think the core of the conflict between me and Silix is that he sees death as the worst possible fate. And I have nothing but to understand
That is the life you live after. That is the true suffering.
Given the little I know of you, your second shot at life has been a brilliant one. Don't extinguish that flame early.
This woman will not kill me. She sees something in me that is not probably the truth. These girls are disappointed that they are not picked. I must see with my own eyes the fate that befalls the ones that are. I cannot walk away from this.
But I cannot walk away from you. I respect the choice you make. But I'll find any way to save you from wherever it may be you go.
Come back with Strata's bike squad. They will be useful.
Katerina, are you going?
Sorry.
One at a time.
I was going to say something to Katerina while they were kind of having their conversation
feel
there
free,
to kind of fill that space.
Such wise.
Probably not, but you know, not just. Katerina, are you going to tell her what you do with the girls? What you do with the men? What you make them do?
The men are not my concern, that is my brother.
Oh.
As for the girls, that is hardly to ears to hear. You aren't worthy of that privilege.
So you're telling me the family business is never intertwined?
Not with me, I don't deal with that. Well, my angel, will you come with me? Make my heart flutter whenever I enter the room this evening. Or will you stay here in the filth with your friends to die at the hands of my brother and his army as he wages his war?
Can I invoke hell?
I'm sure that's an ability that you've got, but it sounded like just a tantrum.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what it is.
Are you going to?
Maybe.
Okay, well, are you going to?
Invoke Hell Grand Strategist. I'll use that one.
What does that one do?
It's no action. It's no bonus action.
I know, it's
Choose up
stupid.
to 4 creatures within 60 feet of you who
Doesn't
can
matter.
hear you. And I'm going to choose Gunst. I'm going to choose Silix.
6 feet?
I don't think I'm here.
Oh wait, no, you're within the other group. So
I will be grabbing rocks.
It's literally just
for-
Gunter
Yeah,
and
well,
Jill,
I'll leave
just
to smash.
Yeah, I'll do those two, and I'm just going to throw into the mix a couple of.
Okay.
might be
Can I
No,
ask
these
you
two.
what happens physically when you
You're
do
30
this?
feet from there.
I turn around and I say,
60 feet.
never break the chain. I don't know, that's what I'm going to say. Never break the chain, because
Because
I'm
if
also-
you don't
love me
now.
now.
I'm also asking
will
if there's
never-
like a physical emanation or something you do.
it is more of like how a general can command his force. It's like, because they have the option to not do it, but I'd say it's more of just
Giving the option.
Strata literally just
Alright, you
gives
know,
them an
it's
option
okay.
to.
She will tell you, shut up again, I swear. Or I will forget my manners.
Manners!
If you forget your manners, you shall forget your anger.
Ooh.
Why can't you just come with me?
What do you want more, me dead or her and your little posse? Tough pick.
Are these really the friends that you're bashing in your mind over? Beasts so prone to violence.
fucking side. No.
Are they within 5 feet of me? Like, where are they?
They're not within
No,
5 feet.
she's a while away.
The guards are. They're like swords are at the rate of attacking him. 2 of them are. One's that attacked him before. The other 2 are kind of hanging back. They're standing flanking the other guards, but Katerina is not near you. Anyway,
Can Strider looked at me. I feel like maybe compromised my staying back.
aha.
Well, no, I don't have to look at them. I looked back because I'm looking at Geronimo, but he's nearer.
Never mind.
It's only they only have to hear what I have to say.
I'm attached myself to do that.
What does it do again? Did you say?
Each target can immediately move up to half their speed without provoking opportunity
I'm at the
attacks.
front.
That's great. I have to check.
I will walk forward though. And my hand's kind of out in like a
Not
non-aggressive
you
way.
two.
I'm here to help what seems like a bit of a stalemate, considering a middle ground. If you're worried that he is going to be a violent liability in this trade over, then I will take him away, and you will have your beloved. Does that sound like a fair?
What? No!
You shut up. Still.
You can bind my hands, but you can never bind my mouth.
Let's see.
Yeah.
No, she looks to you, Gunter, and she goes, "Wow, a reasonable swine.
Thank you.
I would very much delight in you taking this man away from me so I can be with my angel. But if he does try to antagonize me further, I will tear his life from his body."
Well, that sounds like a fair deal. Strata, do you understand what the princess is saying to you?
I understand what she's saying. I don't understand what you're saying. What, we're just going to leave Geronimo?
Well, it is not really our choice to dictate Geronimo's actions, is it not? Geronimo, is it what you want?
As you put it, these group of swines are the reason I am alive. Would I be allowed a moment to say goodbye to my friends?
I was going to ask the same thing.
They must be the reason you're alive, but I am the reason that you will truly live. But you shall have a moment to say goodbye. I'm not inhuman.
I feel like that remains to be seen.
Yeah, the crow is like off screen.
It's been like 25 minutes for that crow.
Things are charging
The
up.
raven appeared a while ago, but I rolled a check and it didn't
Continue to pursue.
didn't care because this was going on.
Well,
I shall return to you in a moment.
we'll keep her safe.
She's she's gonna try to gauge your intentions here. So make a perception check.
Can I get advantage on that persuasion check if I hand her my piece of belladonna, which is my arcane focus?
Will that
Yes.
poison? Will that poison her?
It's dried belladonna, so
Oh, okay.
She actually as she takes it,
please be careful with this.
she actually blushes a bit.
I bow a little bit as I hand it to her.
She sucks. Don't be nice.
Yeah, so she has rolled. What is her insight? That's her insight. Okay.
+1 as well.
It's 12.
Didn't you get advantage?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you
Oh,
get
is
the
it? Oh, yes, true. There's still 12.
She rolled a 16. So what's that?
I am coming back. I do just want a chance to speak in private with everyone before
She,
I go.
feeling assured of you, she holds the bell door and she holds it up to her chest and she watches as you walk away.
I'm walking away going, but I approach the rest of the group, including everyone else. That's
The crowd parts as you walk past. There's a bunch of elderly women in the group who are like looking at you with like stinker, like dirty looks because they're jealous that you get to go instead of them.
Pageant
But
moms.
they all like
Yeah.
they all part, and actually the girls who were like lined up in the houses as well, they're all like crying into their hands, and like their parents are trying to console them. Some of them look very disappointed in their child, that sort of thing. And the crowd parts to let you pass through so you can go to your friends.
This is upsetting as hell.
Was Strahla released?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll turn back if he's not and be like, what did I do?
Well, how long does it last? Because it'd be over by now. Ting.
That's even how the ability works.
Yeah, hopefully.
You're without meta, you're in the final.
Understood.
But Geronima would, if she hasn't already, be like,
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
You've made the deal. You
Yeah,
there was
but
I did
was that part of the
I
deal?
did clarify. I was like, if you're letting my friends go here,
that's
then I'll come.
That's what Gunther said as well. It's like,
Fine. Okay. She
Strata, you know the deal. Your life will be sucked from you.
signals to the guard, who, and as she does so, she like in her hand molds this orb of energy. It's green and black and swirling, and she gestures to the guard, and the cage like tendrils drop away from your legs.
As they drop, I want to pump fake the guard that like had me tied up. Because there's two. It's not just for comedy. There are two reasons Strata's doing this.
He does not react. Oh, you know what? He like flinches a tiny
Okay,
bit.
so they can still somehow see through this metal.
It's like a tiny bit, but
That's very intriguing.
other than that.
Intriguing.
And as you
Coincidence.
are released, Katerina's like staring at you. She's still holding her like belladonna out of her chest, and she's watching you with a swirling orb in her hand.
Are you scared of us?
Keeping up my end of the deal and holding a promise.
If you
Let's
hurt
go.
her, I'm just. As they start walking back, I just say, "Don't hurt her."
How dare you? I would never hurt my angels.
Insight check. Oh, fuck! I'm so mad. Anyway, I keep.
It's a natural one.
Oh shit! That mine was a 6+. 4. 10.
I don't think it's
She has like this might be the most honest thing she's ever said.
Oh shit! Fair. And I'll follow Gunst and the one who hath soon be taken.
She's basically ready to spell in her hand. by the way.
Yes, yes.
On our way back to the group, I'll just say, I don't think I have too much else to say, other than I trust you.
I do not intend to. How far away from?
How far do you want to go?
I would probably wait until
How
we're
far away is the
safely
group?
out of
2
earshot.
kilometers.
The group is about 60 feet from her.
Okay, I'd wait until we're at least 40 feet away from her before I say anything. I do not intend to stay. We have things to do. But if there is anyone here, if you guys, if we can get the job we need to do done, I am the least integral to that.
I have to disagree wholeheartedly. It'd be a much better plan if you not made your way to the clubhouse. Getting distracted until then. You, no offense to Will, but you are, You and Will
Yeah,
are two.
We approach.
Oh, you guys approach.
Yeah,
that.
wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
we're
just
like-
flavouring that. I'm bringing rocks to like Elena, just so that.
Is Diego with you as well?
Yeah, he's helping me push.
He's trying to help you push.
He's stronger than I am.
You've got
Stat wise, yes.
you got the special sauce, Queen.
Oh,
Wait, hold
stop.
on. How do I choose?
Psychic damage.
I'm beautiful angel or special sauce queen.
I'm picking personally.
Why are you saying Geronimo has a special sauce?
We try to do a very quiet scouting
You've
mission,
got-
then Strata attacks the princess of the kingdom.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Look, you've got so many tools in your toolbox that can help this group out in situations that are incredibly dire. There is one thing that I do well, and that's pissing people off. Big distractions. And punch. Now, look, if you guys make your way to the clubhouse and say Strata sent you, there should be a clubhouse full of Ashen Hawks now due to a little fuckery I did. I digress.
Roger
You let me-
speaks up. He's like, what?
But they always have.
I was wearing your cloak because the Ashen Hawks had all been killed, murdered, bloody blah. They're there. Doesn't matter.
No.
You make your way to the clubhouse and they'll all be there.
Yeah, leaving a part of the story
Yeah,
out
that
with
makes
the
sense to
story.
me, yeah.
Sorry, Elena, another.
Sometime. She clearly wants us Hawks. She wants you more, but if she wants you, that means she needs you for something. And if these sketchy dealings have been going on as long as they have, I think it's better you don't give them what they want.
Beck,
I
what are
do
you?
not plan to.
But we don't know what's going to happen once you get taken away.
Beck, what are you trying to say?
Well. Back to slowly.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
Either way, whichever decision we go with, whoever we're leaving behind or sending off to fuck knows where, well, I say fuck knows where, we might actually know where. Whoever it is, let me know before you go and send yourself away, because if I use my mark of the hunt, I suppose, and use some more of my energy to utilize it, I've got a very easy means of knowing where whichever one of you it is goes for the next 8 hours as opposed to 1. So we've got that as a backup. It doesn't tell me exactly where they are, but it makes it easier for me to find them.
I've got
That's something.
I've got something of a similar caliber. Let us consider something. First of all, it is ultimately what Geronimo wants, and the difference between Geronimo going and you going is that you will likely die.
What if I don't?
What if you don't?
What if...
I fill everyone in.
Shouldn't what I want matter as well?
So
And I don't want Geronimo to be in danger.
I
I
will.
think the reason I am making the decision that I am making is because I am the last person who is in danger in this situation.
That is not... That's not true. I have been in this city far longer than you, any of you, ever have. I've seen girls go and never come back.
Have you seen her respond to a girl like that?
Yes, weekly. Every single time a girl's taken, it is just like that. Beautiful. Perfect. Displeased with the rest of them. That's what all of my Ashen Hawks who were female who went through this said the Queen said about them until they found their friend and were overjoyed.
Strata, I understand that you are concerned about losing what I give to the group, the benefits that I can provide.
Fuck that. You're my friend and I don't want to lose you. You're the only one who really gave a shit that I was feeling bad about what happened in fucking ruins or whatever. Don't go.
How many girls could be saved if I do go?
You have no idea of what's going to happen once you're in that castle. That castle is a death house.
And I am already dead.
Can we not just save them as a group? Do we need to have one person on the inside, or can we just infiltrate?
I don't see us getting out of this, and he kind of stealthily points towards the princess, without someone being separated.
Lena. Can you make a stealth check with
Oh no!
Can,
I'm just
There-
swinging my sword. Leave me alone.
I would.
Advantage.
There is.
I'm already at. That's advantage. No, it's not. It's
You're a citizen of this city now, and the Ashen Hawks protect the citizens of this city. Please
16.
don't. I know she's naturally stealthy.
Sarata, before I died and became what I am now, I devoted myself to the women of my village who had no agency, who had no choice. And I died for that. The man who killed me, I will never get to confront him. But because of what happened to me, I will live eternally. With no satisfaction, with no purpose. If I die in her castle, knowing that I tried one more time to freeze some girls who had no choice, then I will die happy. And I would much rather die tomorrow than live for another 100 years doing nothing.
But would you rather die a prisoner or die fighting for their freedom? You have... I can't force you. I can't force you to stay. But please consider what I have seen in this city. The amount of people I have never seen again. The amount of friends who have rotted their lives away because they lost someone important to them. If you never come back, you may be fine with that. I've lost too many friends this week already. I know it's selfish, but don't do that to me, please.
What's the move, Johanna?
You see Katerina's getting very anxious. She even calls out, "My angel, are you ready yet?"
Do I see the guards there? How many there are?
There, yeah.
How many?
4.
Just 4?
Yeah.
what if we just disguise Beck to go with her or something?
I disguised
She is
myself.
watching all of you.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
failed her perception. She
Oh.
rolled a 15, so she did not see you.
Can't we just kill the bitch?
She is immensely powerful. We would need
We're here again.
we would need at least an advantage. Which we do not have.
Angel,
Yeah.
I go
Did you
anxious.
tell us about what
Do you know
the
where they
structure
take
did?
them?
The castle.
Wasn't that
Beyond
the
that, I
advantage?
don't know.
Do we know anything else about the castle?
The only people I've ever seen go in and come out are the Katerina and Kakil.
Can you keep connection with us at all?
I can ensure Johanna's safety
It is.
from a distance.
I can mark her as well for 8 hours and have a fair idea where she goes.
8 hours isn't long enough.
I know, but at least
Sarata,
it's something.
I have to do this.
Why?
Strata takes off his leather jacket.
Then hold on to this and return it to me.
And she,
I promise you will get your bike back. Wait, you already have your bike back. No, yeah. I promise
That is
you will
so-
get your bike back. You will get your jacket back.
And I will get
And I will come back.
And you feel a hunter's mark go over you. And I'm using a 3rd level slot, so it lasts for 8 hours instead of...
if we are giving gifts, the smaller orb flies around you and stays by your shoulder. That one is very important to me, so I will need it back. You got a death ward.
I'm gonna.
Strata just turns around and can't look. He's just looking.
You're all so cynical in this one.
I wonder why.
I put the jacket on.
You put it
and
on
I-
there, okay.
Yeah. And I approach.
You,
I approach her.
I wave goodbye.
oh, my angel, you finally come back to me wearing such a garish garments. Oh.
I knew that'd piss her off
Yeah.
as well.
You're ruined.
Sure, you mustn't leave that here behind your friends. That's awful insignia.
If it stays, I do too.
She like holds the door down and is like, well, I mean, so long as it pleases you. And so shall we go now?
I dare say there is much pleasure to be found.
Let's go. Oh, and she begins to walk away, and the guards take a moment and just like making sure you're not doing any fuckery, and they leave like one after the other.
Can I call something out to Katerina before she leaves earshot?
Do it.
Sure.
Hey, Kat. Next time we meet, you better bring that army you've been building up.
In other words, you're dead.
You will be well acquainted with the army sooner than you think. And above, you will all hear a loud screech of the raven.
Guys, we still want to be alive by the time
As-
Geronimo comes back, right?
As it
Right?
flies and it comes down.
Towards me?
No.
Okay, so I was like,
Towards Katerina, and it goes to like sit on her shoulder, but she's go away,
Oh, she doesn't like it.
and it like squawks at her softly, and it flies about 5
She
feet
says,
away.
I banish
Probably
you.
a-
I don't have a spell.
This is very amusing. My brother likes to keep an eye on me. Anyway,
wait, Cockheel, you're watching? I didn't hear that, I just realised, so never mind actually.
and as the last guard joins you, you begin to head off in a direction that is away from everyone else.
What
It's
direction?
Fucking west southwest.
It's
West,
at least
south.
one
West,
direction.
west, south.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
It's
I'm going towards the area.
they're going off,
Yeah.
and I mean you can tell this Beck.
Yes.
You can tell where they are. Well, actually,
I.
Hunter's Mark allows you to
Yeah.
track them. It doesn't tell you their exact location.
It doesn't tell me the exact location, but it gives me advantage on wisdom and intelligence checks regarding
Yeah.
where they are.
Look, okay,
Yeah.
for as they're like walking down, you can, with your excellent tracking skills, you can tell that like the direction they're going leads to the city. It's different from like you were going,
Okay.
but they're going off towards the city.
Right.
Even Roger will comment, yeah, so she seems to be heading off into like the royal entrance of the city. That's the
No shit.
Let's
Let's
find a way.
They're not from here. You are.
We kind of gathered that.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Look, Roger.
Are you any help?
Wait, Strata realises.
I just lost my son, man.
Yes, and speaking of which, wait, did he?
Yeah, he did. Well, he's been taken.
I think we
Okay,
inside checked the fuck out of him.
Well,
last
no, I
session.
was saying did he because of my
I-
my fate thing, but Roger, you'd know where the Ashen Hawks are, wouldn't you?
Are they not at the clubhouse?
Well, you know how he has those weird.
I've never really
cards.
been there myself, but I do know where they are. I mean, I just told you where they are. But actually, no, I didn't tell you where they are. I've never been there myself. I mean, they've told me where it is.
Are they at the clubhouse or are they somewhere else?
Why wouldn't they be? I mean, that's surely. I mean, unless they're out on mission,
Okay. So, pretty much all the Ashen Hawks died, but they didn't anymore.
So how does that explain?
The cards he has, those magic cards.
What cards?
Is there magic? You told me they were fun playing cards.
They're pretty fun.
Basically, I didn't know what it did immediately. Well, I did, but I drew a card, and it basically, from what I understood, let me say no to something, rewrite an aspect of life. To a degree. It's very complicated. I didn't understand it, but
What did the Queen hit you with?
well, the thing is, she told me that all the Ashen Hawks in the city had either been captured, murdered, or put into slavery. And after I heard that, I felt a little bit of a light bulb, and I undid all of that.
Well, you sound just as crazy as the Dark.
Look, it doesn't make sense, but at the end of the day, there are Ashen Hawks at the clubhouse that we can go find.
There was a discrepancy in my memory of me giving him my jacket. So
The reason I was wearing the jacket is because I had my jacket
Okay.
on, and honestly, it doesn't fucking matter. Let's go to the clubhouse.
Yeah, I believe you.
We need to get Geronimo back.
Clubhouse is a good idea to have backup.
Follow me. Roger, come on.
Susan, come on.
Roger, so you're all joining. Geronimo goes, which is fitting.
See ya.
We'll see what happens with Geronimo in time. You'll head off back through the town up this main street sort of thing, this leading straight to the city. Roger, as you get to the edge of the city, Roger actually goes, well, I'll leave you guys here. I mean, you know where to go, but I mean, this is my home. You're going to stay here.
We'll let you know if we find your son.
I mean, he's in the army now. He was taken for that. So, alright, you know what? He looks around. He's very. Yeah, please bring him back. Yeah, well,
Always thought he'd be a good Ashen Hawk.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
Don't worry, you wouldn't make a good one.
Sorry.
Damn, if he lost his son.
You fucked up too. You know what?
I know, but I don't really.
Roger, I appreciate
Never mind
you,
that.
but it's how it is.
Look, I don't know what. First of all, what is your business in the city anyway?
We have.
Well, a dickhead stole my motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah,
And now dickhead stole our friend. So
And now that dickhead, the dickheads, I'm assuming, stole.
You know what? I do remember. I thought it was yours, but there's missing a wheel. And
I pick him up. Where did you see him go?
where is she?
Yeah, where is she?
If you look at the ground, I mean, tracks.
Thank you.
It's going towards.
The same place they went.
Shortcut again.
I pat him on the back. Do you need a cough lozenge?
Wait. What race is this guy again?
Human.
Oh, so you can just.
I'm a big guy.
He points in the direction you're going.
See you, Roger.
Okay, well, it was a great meeting all of you. You almost got a lot of innocent people killed with your stupidity, so that was great.
But we didn't.
With all due respect, I don't really want to see you guys or anything.
Oh, I was about to ask you if you wanted to come. That's.
I want to stay home where it's safe and not. Really
Is it safe?
No.
So come with us.
No.
So you lied.
He knows he's up in the distance. Like Strada's run away. He knows, but the city is like what you see here. The city's far worse.
So, should we trust him, or should we trust
Strada?
you? Yeah. That's not very convincing.
I mean, I've known him to be quite a pig-headed brute. Sort of doesn't really think things through. Like for instance, I mean, he literally tried to kill the princess. Got himself in trouble.
From what I heard, well deserved, to be fair.
Indeed.
He's impulsive but moral.
Yeah.
Look, he's a strong fighter from what I've heard. I've never seen him fight, but he is loyal to a fault. So it's take that for what you will.
So you made me worried. So if I can't trust him, can I trust you? In saying that we're going the right way.
You can see the city right there. I mean, it's a massive. Even from this, you can see.
Oh, so
He's
you're
got a
undermining.
point.
Yeah, no, you're undermining his intelligence. Then that's kind of rude. Because he can also see the city.
I'm gonna go now.
No, we're going. You stay.
This is my least favorite D&D party.
Unless you're a
We're just a bunch of impulsive assholes who just.
I try to find a way to ask you to join us, but you're being a dick about
want
it.
to go.
You're just a dick. Bye.
I think he's just sad. Have a good life. And I leave.
Up your.
From
What
like
do you mean for that to come
a
off as
few hundred
mean as
feet
it
away,
is?
he just suddenly
Good,
feels.
Gunter is a
he is.
very genuine guy.
Find your son.
It just comes across
Hopefully
bad.
not.
He seems really like a really sad guy. See ya.
Okay, so Roger walks away forlorn as fuck.
He insulted our friend. I was asking him, and then he just.
So
He said to have a good life. I don't know why he took us so bad.
Don't give up on your son. You never know.
Sad guy.
He is a sad
God.
guy. I'm just going to get some.
you all head out of Halex. Yay! Woo! You're heading off towards the massive city that you can see. Like it's the silhouette of in the distance. It's a dark world, so it's not the most visible thing right now. But as you're getting closer and closer, you travel for an hour or two as you go.
A slow
So
hand.
this is a. So just to confirm, this is a town that then leads to the larger city.
It's like in halfway.
So then, if I were to intuit correctly, Geronima and the Royal Gang went a different route to us to the same city. Can I see them?
That's a good question, isn't it? I would like you to roll a perception check.
Could I also have a little walk around?
You know what? Can
He's
I?
got good eyeballs.
Can I give him
I'm gonna
advantage?
You
go
get
to the toilet. I
advantage
did
because
not
you're
stick.
unarmed.
Indeed.
Can I
I'm
give-
just gonna
Just
walk
let the
away.
audience know.
Can I give the doctor advantage?
Sure.
Plus 6
Trying to see
advantage.
Geronima.
Hey, get up on our Diego.
I was about to say.
What an honor.
Well,
Hello, Diego. Oh, this isn't got you now.
Not about 20, but nuts.
I want at least 25.
I might.
Funny you say.
26.
And 25.
oh my good God.
This
You're
is what
looking
I
around on the ground, scouring the landscape, and you're you're looking around, but you don't see anything in the distance. And that is when you'll hear the faintest sound. The faintest sound
I can barely hear it.
Faintest.
of wind, like whooshing.
Being carried by a crow.
So no. And
A
you look
furious
up.
rewriting.
You look up, and you can see what looks to be basically a blimp.
Oh.
It is in this high up in the sky. It is like kind of. It's traveling a fast pace in you, but it's so far away it looks like it's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's heading towards the. So you can intuit. Maybe that's it. It looks very small for it is because it's just that high up in the sky.
You reckon that's Geronima?
Look, if I was transporting someone secretly, I'd do it up there, not down here.
It's not very secret, but it's.
Yeah.
It is a. Oh, there's a blimp in the air, by the way. But good to know. Can I just keep an eye on it and see if it docks anywhere visible? Probably not, but I'll keep an eye on it.
So for the next 2 hours, you just go. Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Unless it's a cloudy sky, it's kind of just like there it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, John, you're in a blimp now.
Yo.
Anyway, so
A fire creature in a blimp that can't go.
well,
No,
actually,
It's
no,
right.
you'd make it go higher.
You You got death wards, so like the explosion will.
Over humanoidanity, right?
The explosion will be coming by the death ward, but the fall damage won't be. Okay.
Yeah, but the
But
way
humanoid.
Yeah, no.
You know, yeah. See, I'm proud of that one.
Should you be okay? Let's continue on. We don't want to take too long with this.
Sorry.
You continue on forwards. You're walking towards. Well, in the case of Serrato, I'm sure he's keeping up a brisk jog, wherever he is. You're heading forwards at a pace. You have about an hour or two if you want to do anything at that time. That's up to you. Anyway, some funny cards there.
You little
I'm
tease.
joking. Anyway, you can see walking forwards. You can see coming towards you as you walk onwards, while you're getting closer to it. You can see the city. It is massive beyond belief. None of you have ever seen something this massive before. The closest thing that compares would be the ruins of Painman, but this seems to be even larger than that. You can't really engage much yet, but as you get closer and closer, you do begin to see this city has levels to it, as is suggested in the book that one of you read about the city, which said that the higher levels of the city was built on the foundations of something else. So what you see is a lower city, which is sprawling and seems to surround almost like a semicircular moat this large city. And above that, sitting towering kilometers and kilometers, miles up into the sky, is this huge monolithic sprawling city made of dark, it's blackened stone, it's it reminds you of a gothic, the whole place looks like a gothic palace, but you can tell that there's individual buildings, and at the very back of the city sits a huge hulking palace. It has spires reaching up into the heavens. It is the most malevolent looking building you've ever seen in your lives. Picture an old gothic sort of building mixed with Hogwarts. And it's all made of the same dark charred black stone, giving it a very ominous aesthetic, which contrasts very much with the sprawling lower city, which is very much the same sort of architecture you've seen so far, except larger buildings.
Is it kind of like emo King's Landing?
Look, yeah, yeah, actually.
Welcome to Tapsh's campaign.
Hey. Anyway, but another interesting thing you'll begin to notice as you get closer, and you would be familiar with this, you begin to hear the sounds of the sea, which you would all be familiar with now because you've been to Pavement, you know what it sounds like. And you can start to smell the scent of sea water, and as you would know the strata, the entire city is constructed basically at the edge of where the land meets another sea, and the upper city is constructed in a way that goes up, and the palace is sitting on a cliff that overlooks the sea.
So you're telling me emo King's Landing?
Yeah, didn't intend that. But as you all get closer and closer, you begin to hear more sounds, and that is sounds of very loud hustling and bustling. You can hear voices of angry individuals. That you can hear fights breaking out, crashing of glass, even just wails of sorrow as you're approaching basically this slum-like area of this lower part of this main city. And Strata, you know this is a very normal thing to be hearing from this place. You finally end up reaching to this edge of the city. There's no one to greet you or anything. You're just basically walking into this and it's like a cacophony. It's a cacophony, a wave of sounds washes over you, smells, not amazing ones, but you do notice that this place, like I said, it's got larger buildings than little towns you've noticed on the way. You can see places that look like pubs or bigger housing areas with like multiple people. You can see brothels.
Why'd you say
I don't agree. Anyway, it's not great. Anyway, like for example, he's walking through. You see something thrown out a window, like glass crashes on the ground, and then some other guy jumps out the window after him and just starts pounding him into the mud.
I turn around to the rest of the group and say, "Welcome to paradise."
It seems like the two of it seems like that was definitely a pub. And these two are very drunk. Like the one on top was like jumping around.
Barry, leave Gareth alone, mate.
What the fuck to say, mate? No,
Leave him alone.
He stole my. And he just throws up on the guy on the ground.
Like I was feather dying on
I'm
Gareth.
gonna hand him some,
Okay.
hand him some sobering up pamphlets.
Oh,
It's not worth your time.
Hell fucking yeah.
You've grown a lot with.
he like takes the pamphlet. He like takes the pamphlet and he like and he throws up onto the pamphlet as well.
He'll keep doing that. Just leave him alone.
But no, you can walk into this large city. You can actually see like in the town before there were like streets and alleys, but this has like more constructed streets and alleys. It's the same architecture, corrugated iron, weak timber beams, but they're like actual alleyways, and through some you get to see like there's a drug deal going on down there.
Oh, I am running along.
And actually, you know what, Gunther? You're just walking through the city, and down one of these alleyways, you just see. It's a very strange thing. It's one of the more narrow ones. Like this person was trying to keep out of sight. There's like iron roofing, low down the alley. It's like a makeshift sort of like high house. There's a man dressed in some like. It's like black leather. It seems like tug at your mind for a moment. Make a history check.
History. I'll give myself all advantage for this one. Wow, that's a great.
Oh no, 7.
That's great. 12.
Total?
Indeed.
Okay.
Was a
It's not a high DC. For all the information, so you get something. This tugs your memory from pretty recently. It's like you've seen someone dressed like this, or you've seen like a lot of. It's like the hat sort of shape jogs memory. This person. You can't necessarily place it from where, but this is recent to you, and you can see this person is like hunched over, working on something in this alleyway. If you want to see what that is, you make a perception check.
Can you tell me the name of someone that I have lost in my notes? Who's that little shit in that hut?
Oh, the fucking little guy.
Arkle.
The Malink, yeah.
This dude is a humanoid. So.
Okay. I thought it was Arkle, and I was like, I was.
If you want to see what this guy's working on, make a perception check.
Yeah, I'll just poke my head in. I won't interrupt as of yet, but perhaps later. You are not cool anymore. Good thing my perception's good. 15.
15. This person. It's a masculine figure. So this man is working on. From like you've seen Beck using his gun before. So you can, and you've also seen the people in Kark using guns before. You've seen guns around the place. This person who's working on what looks like there could be components to a firearm, but bigger.
Okay.
Um,
Explosive device? Or
I mean, you are. No, you can't. But no, this man is just minding his business down this alley. But something about this figure and his appearance is tugging at your mind. You can't place it, but no, it's not.
what are you doing?
Oh no.
Okay.
Dear.
He like looks up.
I know it, let's do it.
He looks up at you and like just it's like a moment. It's like a beat where he's just looking at you. And then he, like, all his stuff is like in this big tarp sort of thing. He just, and he puts over his shoulder and brushes it away.
Oh, don't worry, I admire it. No, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna rush away and. Yeah. Anyway, he runs away from you. So yeah, like down the alley. The alley just bit in the darkness.
If he looked up at me, did I get a better look at his face?
Sure, yeah. It's middle-aged, sort of. He's got like a beard that's grey. The face does not jog in memory, but now you get a better image of the clothing. This reminds you of the people who attacked Carr.
Oh.
Thought so.
They're like the followers of the man who tried to burn you all.
Oh.
Yes. Before this, at the start of this journey, before we introduce this to the world. And so he runs away, disappears into the darkness of the alley.
I may have made us. I re-enter the group.
Look, Quack, we gotta keep moving.
Yes.
Follow me.
What just happened?
I saw one of the henchmen of the people who attacked us in Kark. He ran away pretty quickly, so
Did he see you?
I assume so. I
Oh.
did ask what he was doing, and then he looked at me.
Then we
What
need to
did he
move
look
quick and we need to move stealthy. Be
He-
stealthy.
He wore the same clothes of the people. I don't recognize his face. A beard, greying, old man.
Does that description ring a bell?
Make a history check. Are you describing like the clothes and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Make a history check. History.
16
Can I
minus
make
1,
Can I
15.
make one too?
Well,
Well, you were there when
plus
the
1, 6.
Kark was attacked.
Plus 1?
Yeah.
16.
You recognize the film.
Because he just said
You
very
recognize it as the description that would match what the people who attacked were wearing.
Okay. Fair.
You got a 15.
16.
16 total. Okay. Yeah, you've seen people like this around. In fact, it's not like a weird thing to you. You've seen a number of them. That people dress like that. That's not so weird to you. They seem to be. It's like they're part of a group. Not that your group's necessarily looked into it because they're pretty newish. Like the last few years. Sort of. But you've seen a bunch of these people around before. You would know that they generally lurk in the shadowy parts. They keep to themselves, and they rarely appear in like groups. It's more like you see one person dressing like this, and then the next day you see another person, someone else do something else. That sort of thing. So what he's describing to you, you're just like, it's pretty normal.
Alina, is there any chance you could stay at the back, just in case we are attacked from behind?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
Furthermore, at the risk of potentially being made, and kind of rubs his hand up his arm, and basically the like kind of shadow darkness that lingers over Beck swirls around the rest of us, and I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
It's very weird. Because surely seeing shadows walking
Yeah, right?
is counterintuitive, but no, it's
Yeah.
great. So
Would
you
I-
got past that.
Yeah.
Maybe just
For the
having
very
to do it
conspicuous.
before, would I know like a good kind of sneaky path that we could take
Oh,
to
yeah.
get to
You live here.
Yeah.
You can do that.
easy?
Uh,
Try and
well,
resist to-
as you cast past that trace, so you can get through this city easily. We're going to cut to Geronima! No, I don't know. This is Geronima! So,
I don't know if
as soon as you were taken down the city, you were. Katerina took you to the strange structure that was kept just outside of the town, which it's a blimp. It's like
I'll
constructed.
cut the shit. It's a blip.
Constructed out of very fine like wood, this intricate metal architecture. It's like the people who made this are expert craftsmen, and there's also just like decorations that look like cogs or gears just all around the place. Even like there's like a drawbridge that goes down, which is like mechanical in nature. It all unfolds like one section after another. It seems like whoever made this was trying to go over the top, showing off, overcompensating, whatever. I'm gonna say for the sake of that, the balloon is too high. No, okay. But you're like, Katerina walks to the balloon. She's making sure you're following. Like she seems anxious, actually, which is odd.
As we're coming up the ramp, it's like so obvious that Geronima would know, or should I insight to see how?
How she saying?
Yeah. Watch me roll a natural one now that I've said this out loud. I believe.
Live 7.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That is called.
17.
I'm not rolling well for her.
That's a dirty 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Actually, it's pretty good.
I'd hope so.
Now you get
No,
nothing.
what I rolled was no, but you still beat her like 14. She seems to be like genuinely anxious about you sticking around and being genuine. It's like she's being very polite and courteous. Like she's walks up before you, but as she gets to the top, she like invites you on, and she's like she's still holding her like little flower. She's very much like, it's almost like she's
Smitten?
smitten, giddy sort of thing. Like she seems very genuinely happy to have you here. And as you go on board and the guards follow after you, and they stay away from you, they don't seem to be cautious of you. They seem to have faith in Geronima, Katerina. She has faith in you. And she like gestures to the front of, it's like think of like a boat with a big balloon. Goes to the front and she gestures you enjoying the.
As we do, I'll place a hand on like the top of her arm, and I'll just lean in, and I'm gonna put a finger just under her chin, and I'll say, "This is quite a beautiful craft."
I mean, I didn't make it myself, but I did have some say in the decorations, Make it look nice.
Fine taste.
And so the blimp takes off, and you're both standing out the front, just overlooking the landscape as you fly over.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I look? There are windows and stuff, or is it?
Oh, it's like it's open air.
Oh, okay,
So, yeah.
sweet. Can I look down and see if I
Yeah.
can see where they are?
Make a perception check. Just
Aww. Aww.
With advantage.
With advantage, bird's eye view.
Sorry.
I don't know, I'm making up
Teeny,
abilities. at this
just trying to
point.
spot
You're-
a specific group of people in an entire city. When I'm up in the
Yeah.
air. Yeah, advantage for sure.
Alright, what'd you go?
I don't think I see them. I've got a 9.
Nah, probably not then.
Nah.
I was gonna give it to you for very low DC, but nah.
Yeah, that's.
I
I tried.
thought it'd be funny, but no. So you're flying
Hit the
over this
10
blimp.
mark.
You'll see. You're starting to see the like
I was one
city
away.
unfold before you, and you're flying like past all the slums, which you hear like the faint noises from, but you can't discern. You can't see specifically what's going on. So before you know it's a joyous place. You're flying over the upper part of the city as well, and you can see that this place is. It's like there's like lights lining the streets. The people seem to be very merry because this is far higher up. You can actually see it a lot more clearly. There's like marketplaces. There's people having this like people dancing. It's a good place, and you're flying over that still, and you can see looming for you the massive palace.
This is unfair because I just rolled a 9 on perception. Can I kind of see outside where the wastelands and things are kind of can I see what that looks like from above? Like, if seems irregular, like kind of thing, or if it just like I'm like, yeah, that's a wasteland.
It's a
kind of
wasteland.
thing. Yeah.
It's a wasteland, but also in front of you can see the sprawling sea that goes as far as you can see. But as you get closer to the palace, you see this the largest tower in the middle.
Did someone just drop a die in your
No. I was gonna get you new water.
I'm just disappointed.
I accidentally threw an eraser trying to pump fake his water, and I accidentally let go, and I just watched it go blob blob.
Okay.
Do you want fresh water?
Impulse control.
Yeah.
Was it water or was it a drink?
It's not water.
It's not water?
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Strong water.
you get closer to this, the largest tower of this palace. It goes up and up. It's cylindrical, but it has like protrusions out of it that look like balconies and windows. It's very nice. But at the top, there is a large entrance that is opening as you get closer to it, like double doors, and like a platform is coming out as well. And it's a conical ceiling, and you're going into that cone, and you get closer and closer. The wind like touches down on the platform, and as it does, like a bunch of people rush out to like attend to the wind, make sure the people maintaining it and welcoming the princess. There's like a massive row of like people dressed in suits, and there's guards. There seems to be like the servants of this palace just welcoming you in. The ramp goes down, and Katerina goes to the edge, and she like holds out her hand, hoping you go down with her.
I pull my sleeve and wrap my hand so it doesn't burn her when I take it.
That's interesting. She's gonna see that and go, "You're too afraid to touch me."
I just do not want to harm you, my friend.
Oh, I don't think you can do that.
I unwrap my hand and I take to see if she responds to the flame in any way, shape, or form.
As she feels like your warm skin, well, your hot skin, she just goes, "Oh, my."
Jesus Christ.
I hate you,
This is
Tab.
gonna be a lot more fun
I-
than I thought.
This is why I asked.
I hate you, Tab.
She goes,
No, this is great.
"Well, it's been quite a while since I've met a girl with such fire inside her."
I prefer woman.
Oh, okay.
She is so flustered.
And she holds on to your burning skin and guides you down the ramp, and you walk past these like rows and rows of servants and guards heading into this. It's a massive room. This tower from the outside looked small in comparison to what you're seeing now. It's so much larger than you thought it was. Like you can see several blimps just in this room. It
It's
seems to be
bigger on
like
the inside?
it's a hangar. No, it's not bigger on the inside. It's just perspective.
Okay.
But I would have done that. No. But you get to like the middle of this room, and there's like a spiral staircase leading downwards. And she starts to guide you down there, and you'll know.
I try to walk on the side of the wall and go.
What's he doing? No, she guides you down these stairs, and you'll notice that the guards actually will leave you alone at this point because it's just you and her going down the stairs.
That one.
How long does Deathwood last? Not
8
that
hours.
isn't it? Okay, it's great. You're traveling down and down these spiral stairs. You're seeing, like, you're passing like many floors and layers.
Does it branch off into, or is it just a spiral for a really long time?
It's a
Like-
spiral for a long time, but it's like pretty open in a way. So there's no walls around. Well, there's like a railing.
Yeah.
There's no walls. You just see like all the floors as you're going down. And eventually, you get to a point like that is at a. It's not a floor, but it's like it keeps going down after it. But you're at a layer where the corridor is leading off to the side. And she stops and like guides you off the staircase, and she starts to head down one of the corridors, and you keep walking. She turns to you and she's like, "I'm sorry that it's taking so long to get to, well, my home. My brother really wanted to make a large palace when he came here, so he may have gone overboard. But you know, gives us lots of place to be private." She keeps walking down the hallway until you eventually get to this, like, it's a set of doors, and it's fairly normal, but they're large and they go up to the ceiling. They're like wooden, but they've got like, there's some intricate gold detailing. And it's not even locked, she just pushes one of the doors open. And as you enter, it's like you're hit with like a sensory overload. You've never seen this much light in your life, except for when your eyes. It's like a palace on its own. If you enter in, it's like there's a court. It's like larger, and there's a courtyard in the middle with like a pond and a fountain. Off to the sides, you just see like, what's it called? Gazebos. There are lights lining all the walls. It's like white. It's made of white stone with like there's pillars with gold trimmings. It's like a different biome in this room. And you can see a bunch of girls, and they're all just kind of happily sitting around. They're swimming in the pond. They're sitting around talking to each other, laughing. They are dressed very comfortably, in like dresses or whatever they choose. And she basically just like,
Everything's great for Jerome.
she just to this room and she goes, "This is your home now. Like I said, you shall want for nothing. You shall have everything."
And you stay in this room with us or separate?
Oh, I spend as much time with my angels as I can. And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Oh my god.
You made me spill my die.
Spill my
Well, I hope that was entertaining for everyone.
Look, there was some twists, there was some turns.
I just can't see the downfall for Geronimo in this situation. Is all I'm saying.
Until I'm sure, you know what? I'll keep my mouth
This
shut.
is... I had fun. I hope you all enjoyed watching that.
I loved being able to, you know, just
You're all
absolutely
just way too
erase a chunk
cynical.
of what you
One
did.
would think.
That card was fun.
It was fun. I'm actually very satisfied with where you used it.
I'm satisfied as well. It wasn't anything that I
I'm
felt
upset
was...
that he's satisfied.
No, I'm actually chuffed with that because I think I still surprised you with
You
when I
surprised
used
me.
it.
I was not expecting it, but it's good for the story. So let's...
I hate it.
I can't wait for
hate
next
it.
session.
That's
I hope you guys are waiting as much as I am. Hit the like button. Comment down below. Do you trust Katerina? These people don't.
I don't think anyone does.
No.
What?
She seems chill.
She's great.
She's having,
For now.
she's in a pool.
Also, leave
She's
a comment
probably-
down below if you could have thought of any better ways to use that fate card. I'd be
That's
interested
fine.
to see what you guys would have
Yeah.
come up with, because
We're gonna get people going like the world didn't exist.
it's like, yeah.
Problem
I
solved.
know.
No, without breaking the game.
Yes.
And also that way we know who made it to the end of the episode.
Well, all of you,
That's
wait
a
for this
fact.
episode. Like button, comment, subscribe. So you
Sorry,
can be
one more time.
Oh, and the ding bell so you never miss an
Yeah.
ad.
Ring that bell.
Notification.
Yeah, notification, all the good
Notification.
stuff.
If you subscribe, you'll
Oh, I thought
know
it
when we're
was gonna,
uploading. You'll see the next part when it comes out. We do these every 2 weeks.
No.
My God,
Leave it, because we need it.
Yeah, okay, give me a
I need to think of things to say, so I won't do it. We do these episodes every Saturday, every 2 weeks. Look at the Saving Throwdowns playlist. Lots of fun stuff in there. Bye.